There's a story you've all been told by our friend Drew 3PO, part of Geeks Gamers lore, here in the 199. Before he was the Canadian Bear, on a live stream, he decided to share some knowledge that if hell we ought to know. Say it ain't so. Hold on to your buckets. Let's not forget about the J&A's. The Canadian Bear took his time to share his thoughts on so many things. And after walking the planet, this much he knows for sure. When you feel like friends can't go on anymore.
You open the door.
And in the story known to most of us, he spoke of his cat Nicholas. It seemed that cat was really quite a sight, because in no time it all went right out of the blue. And what seemed too good to be true, the cat learned to turn off and on lights.
He walked in here, double fisted blood ice.
Hold on to buckets, spilling coffee and Ryan seeds. Making stops throughout their trip so Ryan's car wouldn't overheat. That's walking the planet, this much he knows for sure. When you feel like friends can't go on anymore.
You open the door.
And it stirs up emotions deep down inside, like when Rippy found out Sean Connery died. A timeless moment that no doubt will last, iconic to the lore.
Kiss my grass.
So many memes created from what he said. The guy who ate spaghetti in bed. No need to worry or raise the alarm. With Jay and his tape, we're back home on his farm. Hold on to your buckets. Let's not forget about J&A's. The Canadian Bear took his time to share his thoughts on so many things. After walking the planet, this much he knows for sure. That when you feel like a friend can't go on anymore.
You open the door.
Hey guys! Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
And welcome to Tuesday night's main event. The man, the myth, the legend is back. Drunk 3PO.
I don't know about
that.
Woo!
Dude,
I moved up, man. I'm on the top row.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. You're not above Ripple. Here. There you go. Yeah.
Spoke too soon.
Said
I haven't sold $1 million.
You shouldn't have said anything. I didn't even notice.
I didn't sell $1 million on my book, but we came close, man. We came close.
Jay got really all excited.
I got a little excited.
Oh, but welcome into Tuesday night's main event. Yes, we have no Ryan here because we had a double schedule Sports Wars, but I don't know. We're trying some different things. Less racism on the panel, so no Ryan. But I'm sure somebody will make up for it. It's just what we do around here. But we got a full show ready for everybody tonight. And it's been a fun week. And man, that song just doesn't get old.
It's
Also, Wrong
so great.
Order. Wrong Order. The one about Ryan is actually good too. So
They're
shout out
both
to Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan.
Yeah, man.
And
Shout out.
that look that you give, where he's like after walking the planet, and you're like confused look. You know, like I don't even know what you were doing. I have no idea. Do you remember what that was about? Where he clipped that?
No.
He's like, he just like that. I don't know the way he uses things, especially when he says, when you spilled coffee in Ryan's car, and Ryan's like, fuck, or Rippo with the what? Because
I don't know,
that was
like
Mario Kart.
If you follow my gaming streams, like half my stuff doesn't work, so I'm just staring at the screen, like looking around. Like those are easy clips to find over on Kick. So you know,
that shit was actually from Halo when I said what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was,
okay.
I don't remember what exactly happened. Some stupid shit, and some guy probably killed me on some stupid shit. And
I thought that was from your soccer. I thought that was from FIFA.
Oh,
because
no,
I had your FIFA up one time.
Halo because
I never
was
see
in
Ripper
another room.
rage quit. I say he rage quit on FIFA. That was
That
crazy.
game fucking sucks.
What were you saying though? How you know
I
it's
cut
Halo?
him up. I know.
Oh, because I was in another room. Like I was in that was that time when this PC was like fucked up. So I was in the other room, and that was like the only game that I was playing in there was Halo. That's how I know for sure it was Halo. Some stupid shit happened. Some desync bullshit I think happened, and I fucking died. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Hey man, now we got to get Rippa on Titanfall 2. That's the chat. Just make that happen. We got to get him on Titanfall 2. So I think we can make it happen. And if we could get Rip on Titanfall 2, we might could save it forever. All right, that's what's gonna take. So it is crazy. I can't believe this game's back. We're gonna talk all about that. Don't worry. But how the hell you been, Rippa?
Man, I've been fucking good, man. Getting back to doing videos daily, pretty much. And all the creative stuff that we have for the Rippaverse is like, damn, we're flying through this month. I'm thinking, we're gonna get a little breather. Nah, man, I think Alpha Core is next month, so it's like, fuck. Yeah, I've been working. We've been getting those assets ready for that. I've got some special stuff planned with Rippaverse Studios as well. So I just been grinding away, man, and it does feel good to be back for another Tuesday Night's Main Event.
Hell yeah. Good to have you back. Drunk 3PO with a look at that shirt, man. Look at
Man,
you.
today is a great day because if you didn't know, today is Talk Like a Pirate Day. So I got my little hat here. It's crooked, but it's all set. I got my sword. So we're talking like a. How do you talk like a pirate? But anyway,
aren't you the guy with the
I
history of
just
the pirates?
watched this movie for free.
yeah, but that's not really how they talk.
Roll. I just download.
Talk like Johnny Depp in Pirates.
Oh,
Yeah.
you scurvy
There it
knaves.
is.
Savvy.
To be honest, like pirates, if you ever read the King James Bible, like that English, that's how they talk. So it's like, thee
Right,
down
that'd be
there, young Rippa, and your fake ISOM charity book. Who gave you that idea to like help charity? How dare thee? Use code pirate to save 10% on ISOM 2. I gotta give Eric July credit because I bought 2 of the graded ISOM 2s, and I gave one away to, like, if you were a member of my channel. I literally got 400 members just to see if they could win that graded 2. So well worth the investment, everyone. Well worth the investment.
Hell yeah.
So someone just called me retarded in the chat. Well, that didn't take long.
Are they wrong?
It didn't take long. Usually takes about 30 minutes, but here we are.
So you're digging One Piece.
Yeah, I loved it. I
Can't stop thinking about
loved
it?
No, I can stop thinking about it. I thought it was great. I did my review, and you know what? There are people that don't like it, and guess what? I didn't get mad at them for not liking something I liked. You know,
Really?
imagine that.
Wow.
But Jay, how could you judge it without watching or reading the manga first?
Yeah.
How can you judge something without having the backstory, Jay?
How
Yeah,
dare
exactly. Freaking Ahsoka's tonight, and everyone's so mad at me because I didn't watch freaking Rebels, but whatever. So it is what it is. I love One Piece. I think everyone should give it a chance. Like it took me to like episode 3, and then they really hooked you in. They did a great job with like for a normie like me to understand everyone's backstory and stuff like that. It was just I was really pleasantly surprised. So on how great it was for me. Like I just enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's excellent, man. It is excellent. I can't believe how much I loved it. And shout out to Krista, who was very
I put that in
adamant
my I put that in my video. It's like this person said watch it, and I put Chris's picture in there for sticking her tongue out. So got me a lot more likes, I guess.
You're welcome.
So
the grifter himself, Drunk 3PO. I see Xanaximus over on Rumble dropped off 50. 50. Says Drunk 3PO is going to become the king of pirates. Also, and Krista also looks like she could definitely cosplay Robin right now. Looks great. Woo. There we go. So thank you, Xanaximus, over there on Rumble. Appreciate
I'm gonna get
you,
bangs. Everyone's talking about getting bangs. I saw Krista's Twitter. All these women are like, "Oh man, I love bangs. I want everyone to get bangs." So
Krista's like started a trend apparently, man. Like it's just like everybody's
I love it.
yeah, she's bringing back this old school style now.
Rippa needs to get bangs. I don't know.
I think Rippa should get bangs. Yeah, that'll work.
Chat, it's a chat enjoying Krista's hairdo. I'm sure they are. Let her know. Also, Brock just dropped 20 gifted memberships.
Let's go.
Gifties.
Let's go.
Yeah, so Trendsetter Krista. That's going to be her new name.
Trendsetter
Krista.
Love it.
Fear the Beardo in the house.
Let's go.
What up?
Yeah, man. It's been an exciting past few days. Spent this weekend with the Josiah Rises, the thumbnail god, Epic Mike. This little guy, I don't know, you might know him on the internet, Jake the Viking. Got to hang out with him all weekend. It was a good time, man, but it's good to be back. A lot of crazy gaming news. We got some Spider-Man news this weekend, so we're about a month away from that. So real excited, man. Exciting times getting to the fall season with all these new video games coming out.
Hell yeah, man. Yep, we're going to talk. We got quite a few games we're talking tonight, so we'll get into that a little bit later. Melanie Mack, fresh off of an awesome interview over on Side Scrollers with David. We just got a super chat. Someone said, props to Melanie for staying cool during the Jaffe interview. Keep up the faith.
Thank you. Yeah, that was something else. That was something else. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And I think it's really good to be able to talk to people with different perspectives and stuff, no matter how outlandish or crazy that may be, which in this case, I do think that was definitely some outlandish and crazy takes. But, you know, if anything, in situations like that, more often than not, nobody's going to leave changing their minds on things. But I feel like, okay, I learned, I had some monk training in staying calm. So I got something out of this year. So
that was I mean, I expected it to go in that direction because we've kind of all heard his takes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody, for those that don't know, like David Jaffe's like, he was the lead on the first God of War game. I think he was involved in the second one as well. I don't know if he was as heavily involved in the second one as he was the first one. And then he was involved in Twisted Metal. And he's the guy that kind of went viral for the Metroid Dread video where he was complaining because he couldn't find his way through the level. And he kind of got roasted on that. But yeah, he had some interesting takes over there.
And despite things getting heated, I still have love for him, and I do hope the best for him. He has an emotional investment in the topic of all that, and it's one of those things that, you know, sometimes we have to show people grace, and so that's how I felt in that situation. Plus, like, it's really hard to upset me right now when we just got those Tomb Raider remasters announcements. Can't nothing bring me down.
I heard that. Hey, it's been I shared some of Melanie's her joy when the whole Titanfall thing. I was like, Titanfall's back. She's got Tomb Raider back.
Yes,
rocking and rolling. So yeah, it's good stuff.
All is well in the world right now.
Yes. And on that note, I'm basically going to bully everybody to playing Titanfall 2. So Melanie, you got to play it too. So
all right, I will.
Oh, so good. It's so good. Love it. By the way, Beardo, I had Beardo play for the first time. the other night. Like first time that you've played it like consistently.
Like for
Beardo
real,
was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. He's pretty good. What I was
Hey,
pretty
what can I
impressed.
say?
I was
I'm a
pretty
natural.
impressed. So so I think like when me and Beardo, Rolo, Hailstorm, the rest of the crew, everybody gets involved with it consistently, we're gonna have some good matches.
Hell yeah. That's a dream team right there.
Gonna be great.
All
So
right.
can't wait. Speaking of losers, Erudai is here. What's up, Erudai? I didn't know if Erudai was like trying to show off the chest. I didn't know what he had going on here with the, it's just the way you're muted, I think. Yeah, you're muted.
Come on!
Yeah,
Come on, Erudai!
Wake up!
There you go.
Roast
there you
him,
go.
chat.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
Roast him! Roast him!
Man.
Wow. I get plenty of roasting over on Tabletop, and they promised to follow me over today. So looking forward to that.
Oh man. Yeah, hail Fed Rudai. The chat loves you, man. The chat loves you. How the hell are you, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm excited to be on the panel with such a diverse group of wonderful individuals. We got people from all, sides of the aisle, walks of life, even people like, Beardo Pixels over there. So really excited to see all the
Hey, you
great
watch your
takes
mouth
today. But no, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we fully support. Well, I'll let the most wholesome person tell you who all we support.
Never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2+ kids' right.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
It flows right off the tongue there from Trudeau himself. But yeah, we're very inclusive around here. So but yeah, we'll have some stuff. We'll talk about tabletop a little bit later. For those that don't know, Erudai runs a tabletop channel for Geeks and Gamers, does a pretty damn good job. And the only reason I'll give him credit for that is because it was my decision to bring him on. So Ryan probably had a little bit to do with it too, I guess. Ryan had a little bit to do with it. But yeah, good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. Rolo, the Puerto Rican pistolero.
We are also praying for the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I was gonna play it myself if you didn't. Man, what's up? Man, you know what's up. There's only one thing that's up right now. That's all there is to it.
Baby.
That's
it's
it.
here. It's all that matters.
That's what I've been playing. And then and then I've been paying attention to a few of the other weird stuff that's going on here with the Xbox leaks and Unity's bullshit and all that.
Yeah.
And Bethesda's roadmap got leaked out too, so that's pretty interesting.
Oh, I didn't hear that with Bethesda.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
I just want to let everybody know how much how excited I am that Titanfall 2 is back. Rolo just threw a perfectly good gay joke up there for me. He said,
that's the only thing that's up.
It's not the only thing that's up. And I'm like, I didn't even care. I just wanted to talk about Titanfall. It's crazy when I pass up one of those jokes. But anyway, good to have you.
Titanfall is too good, man. Titanfall is too good. That's all there is to it. That's why I've been playing. Every moment that I get, I was like, I got like a 15-minute gap right now. I can play a match. That's how it is, and just do it.
And for all the PC players out there, I've been playing on PC. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you got to be happy.
Yeah.
All right, I've been playing on PC
with keyboard and mouse.
No,
hell no.
Oh,
hell no.
I was gonna say I don't.
I'm not
okay.
Gay,
You'll get there.
So
No. I'll never get there. It's too uncomfortable. I can lean back. I can lean back in my chair with a controller and go. And
I don't know what they're talking about, chat. I don't know. They're rambling on about
Progress is
something.
progress. It's something.
Every
It's on
Tuesday,
PC.
it's Jeremy. Titanfall 2. Yay! It's back, everyone. I'm going to make everybody play. That's Tuesday night's main event. Read some super chats.
I'll be
and we
like
go home.
Jay. Let me make a channel called The History of Titans. Okay, I'll just do that.
That would be kind of cool. Actually,
that'd be cool.
I like it.
No keyboard and mouse for me. I may get to that point at some point, but not now. It's PS5 controller. That's what I've been rocking, and man,
We'll groom you into the mouse and keyboard. Don't worry.
Probably at some point. I will say so. Because right now Titanfall 2 is not cross-platform, so that's why I've decided to play on PC, because we can get the most people to play that way. But me and Hailstorm had to go through like 3.5 hours of troubleshooting to get it to play on
That's
PC.
so wild.
And Hailstorm would have to explain it about all the issues we had, and it was just little setting issues, that stupid little things that other people have had similar issues from that perspective, but yeah, it was wild.
I didn't run into any problems.
You
last
didn't.
Night.
You had
That's
none.
crazy.
You had none.
Nope,
We got Krista Nova in the house. What's up, Krista?
Hi. Yeah, I totally didn't get a haircut. Nothing's changed. Besides everyone just leaving Fortnite, now I have nobody to play Fortnite with.
Jay.
I haven't left.
Oh yeah,
Jay.
hi, I forgot Jay was
man.
here.
Poor Jay.
I know, man. No one dressed like a pirate today. I thought Ripper would for Speak Like a Pirate Day.
I'm sorry.
The only one looking like a retard up here is normal. So I guess everything's perfectly balanced.
I just feel like playing something like Minecraft with Krista and Jay would be a fun
Yes.
time.
I've been telling everybody to
Wait,
play
wait.
Minecraft for so long, and no one wants to play.
Can we play?
I'll play Minecraft.
Can
Yes,
we play?
let's do it.
No one's listening.
Okay,
I'm listening.
Can we play? Oh my god, what's the name of that game? Phasmophobia.
I'm down for that.
Thinking about playing
October.
that.
Let's
Yeah.
do that for October in the spirit of Halloween.
Yes, I'd be down.
I love it.
There you go. See there, Jay.
All right, I got my thing.
Jay's here.
That means you have to play Minecraft with the girls.
I've never played
The girls
Minecraft
and
a day
Jay.
in my life.
Well, you're about to. So
Have you never
could
played
build a
Minecraft?
pirate
Really?
ship.
Never
Yeah.
played.
Pirate ship.
Jay, that seems like right up your alley.
I probably is. I'll probably be addicted.
I love it. I know you.
I'll have another channel. I'm starting a Minecraft channel. Everyone.
I believe
Get
there's
more views. The Minecraft channels get more views than all of us on the panel combined.
Yeah, it does.
I believe there's cows in Minecraft, Jay.
Yeah.
Ah, there we
There
go.
are.
I watched
There's
PewDiePie
corn.
play it. It was pretty funny.
Is there corn? I think there is.
You can grow corn in Minecraft.
There's chickens
Turtles.
too.
Downloading
Turtles.
downloading Minecraft right now.
We got my nerdy home. What's up, Steph?
I missed you guys.
Oh, I'm still riding high on my trophy win from last night's Mario Kart. My very first trophy. I was so excited and happy. We're live on Locals as well. So if you are a local supporter, come and join me. Talk to me over on Locals. We have a tiny little chat going on over there. And now I'm going to mute because I bang on my keyboard a little too hard.
Big time, big time. Uncle Squash says Beardo's embraced the meme. Oh yeah, he's already
Love
been
it.
doing that. So that's the way now.
What can I do?
Yeah. Hey,
What can I do except embrace it?
that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Look at this Koa Lee for
100.
Wow. And says nothing.
Just drop down
Says
the table.
nothing.
Nothing. I respect that. I respect that. Thank you, Coley. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Our boy who did our intro, Jonathan Chesser.
Yo.
50.
50.
You
50.
are awesome. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much for that, brother. And your songs are great. I hope everybody goes and supports you and your channel. Really do appreciate it, man. Andrew Robb says, hey, Melanie, for
50.
absolutely adored your new video on your new channel. You have a very lovely singing voice. Hope you have a great day and
Yes.
God bless.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so
And
much.
look at that shirt, Drunk 3PO
I know.
shirt.
Love
I
it.
love it. Thank
Supporting
you.
everybody. Supporting everybody. So that's good stuff right there. And then our boy Hayden Wayne, G&G brought back Titanfall. We are the movement that is taking back entertainment. We got a long way to go, but the industry hears us. Hail Tuesday night's main event. Hail chat. Lots of video game news to get into. Let's go. That's right. Thank you, Hayden. And yeah, on that front, so we had someone from Respawn in our chat when we were playing Titanfall, and we verified it. He does work for Respawn, and so that was really cool. It was really cool, and they were excited to see the everybody kind of rallying around this game. I don't know how big the game will get, and I don't know the whole the dynamics of it. There's a whole Apex Legends stuff. We're going to get into that a little bit later because there is a lot of dynamics.
Well,
with
there's a whole
that.
bunch. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff with Apex and Titanfall. And I mean, you guys remember a few months ago, Respawn was teasing that there was going to be an Apex campaign, and then that kind of got squashed or just, stopped. People stopped talking about it like it wasn't going to happen anymore. Now it kind of seems like there's something bigger in the mix going on.
Yeah, and again, I've said many times I'm not a fan of Apex personally. It's just not for me. I think it's a Dollar General version of Titanfall, and that's
a good way to put it.
That's probably being way too nice to the game because it's just not close. But I mean, it's but people like it, and that's fine, and it's making them a lot of money. And but I feel like it's the single reason that Titanfall didn't get any love and sequel that in EA. But yeah, we'll get further into that. Brock just dropped 50 gifted memberships.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Go.
Yep.
And then
then
right after that,
20.
the Real Smile bit had 20.
Wow.
Back to back 70.
Back to back, baby.
70 gifted memberships. You guys are crazy. I appreciate it. Josh in the house with the 20. Thank you. Bird Up just dropped 5 gifties as well. Keep it raining, chat. Keep it flowing.
Hell yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. I think we're going to jump right into I think it's Xbox stories probably want to jump into first.
You want to do that one first?
Because, yeah, so this I don't know if you Ripa, have you heard about this Xbox leak? Yeah. This is wild. So there's a lot here, but we basically get the whole roadmap for Microsoft and Xbox. We've gotten a lot of things confirmed as far as what we feel like the industry was moving towards, which is digital, which sucks. I hate that. There's no disk drive on their latest Xbox. There's the information that they want to try to buy Nintendo, which I think is laughable. You know, the only company you probably have a tougher time buying than Nintendo is Ripaverse. Nintendo ain't selling. It doesn't matter how much you were willing to offer them.
Well, remember,
Microsoft's probably the only company that could even have anywhere near the amount of money that you would even need to for them to think, to think about it.
Yeah,
but they would never do it.
Microsoft was trying to buy Nintendo before they even launched the Xbox, way back in like late 90s or 2000s, before the Xbox even launched. They were trying to buy Nintendo.
Yeah, and it's never going to happen. I mean, I don't see any scenario. I mean, Nintendo executives, if you look at them, like they are so dedicated to Nintendo, and I never want to see Nintendo go anywhere other than being in the hands of the ran by Nintendo.
Yep.
I think it was Spawnwave used to about the Nintendo DNA, and I think that's a good way to put it. Like Nintendo, there's a Nintendo DNA that's something different about the way they do things, and you don't always like it, you don't always love it, and sometimes you question it. But at the end of the day, when the games are delivered, the games are good, and they make Nintendo fans happy. You know, I think the blessing and the curse of Nintendo is that they don't listen to any outside noise at all. And again, that's a good thing from a social justice thing and identity politics. But at the same time, you got your fans screaming like crazy about all these decisions, and they're just like, we're just doing our thing. We don't care. But
yeah, I think the only chance that Microsoft would have ever had at that, and they would not have been in the position to do it at the time, nor that would they have needed to, because the 360 was dominating, was after the Wii U. After the Wii U, I think that was the only time that Nintendo's been a little bit vulnerable. And maybe Microsoft, if they had offered them something exorbitant like $50 billion, or something like essentially what they did to buy Activision. That kind of crazy amount, which back then probably would have been almost like $60 billion today, then maybe Nintendo would have been like, oh man, that's tough. Like we just came out with this console that bombed, and now these guys are going to offer us this much money. But now after the Switch and after the Mario movie, maybe if the Mario movie came out and it bombed, then Nintendo would be like, man, like this expansion that we wanted to do is not going to work out. But even then, like the Switch is going to go down as probably the number 2 selling console of all time.
Yep.
And the Mario movie made a crap ton of money, and they have that universe. So now you have 2 forms of entertainment. Your core business is thriving, and now you're expanding it. So why would you sell to anybody when you might be in a position in a few years to buy somebody else?
Yeah, and of course, all this was back in 2020 is when the conversations were happening. So this wasn't something necessarily recent, but it's obviously, you would have to imagine it's always been on their radar, and it continues to be, but it's not happening. Right, Jay? What do you think, Jay?
I never owned an Xbox in my life.
That's kind of based. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I kind of respect
product and PlayStation. So
PlayStation, baby.
I kind of respect that, Jay.
Yeah.
So you've never played Halo?
Never played Halo.
Ooh.
Jay, that's the way to. That's
the only thing.
Kick channel going right there.
That's the only thing.
What's
Yeah,
weird?
Halo and Gears, you did miss out on.
Have you ever heard people that like have played with a certain controller for so long? It's like when I pick up an Xbox controller, it's like
It's
My
it
hands
is
get all weird.
It's
like,
That's how I
lopsided.
feel
Like I can't
about-
play
that's how-
this thing, man. And you
it's
just-
That's how I
offset.
feel when I touch a
Yeah.
PlayStation controller.
Well, the original Xbox controller is just a nightmare.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Duke.
like
the
it.
Duke.
Yeah.
That thing is
still-
crazy.
man, nothing. To be honest, I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but the 64 controller was my favorite. He could put that in your hand and it had
Yeah.
that.
Man, that
That
joystick
little
was
That was
so
your
bad though.
favorite.
Man.
That's
It
your
went- it went
favorite
bad.
controller.
I
ever.
love that
iconic.
controller.
I mean, it's
the
iconic.
N64 is iconic.
It's
I get what
iconic.
he's saying.
I don't know if I'd say my favorite, but it's definitely iconic. It's an
Sorry, I didn't
iconic
use a
controller.
Game Genie, okay, and all that other stuff that you had.
I got
I
a
use the old,
it's called a-
controller sitting here somewhere.
It's called a GameCube controller. That's the best
GameCube
controller.
controller.
Oh,
GameCube was good.
I
GameCube was
love
good.
the GameCube
GameCube was good.
controller.
Yes, the
I
GameCube
think I have
controller. is
a.
the best.
Hold on, I'll be back, everybody.
Okay.
All right, Jay.
What? Turn-
We miss you,
He
Jay.
got
We
so
miss
slow,
you.
too.
See you later.
He got up really slow.
Like, what? Hang on.
Well, see you later.
Is he gonna go get an N64
I
controller?
don't know what he's doing.
I'll go grab one. I got a
Chat,
gold
take your
one
guesses
somewhere.
as to what's Jay gonna have when he gets back. Chat. We're just gonna sit here and full screen it. This could be bad. This could be good.
I hope he comes back with dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, with corn. He's gonna
Like
he's gonna
spaghetti.
eat
What?
corn a long
Or
way for
chicken
us.
and broccoli.
Why did he leave his
and
camera
broccoli.
on? This makes no sense.
Jay knows what he's doing.
Is that
He,
the most
he
flippable
knows,
part?
of course,
He knows.
yes.
What you get
Jay
on the
knows
off
what
Jay
he's
is
doing.
masterful.
And
That's
then he's
where
gonna.
everyone clips.
Yeah, it's exact. And he's gonna come back and act surprised when he's full
Oh
screen.
man, you wiped it
Oh,
out.
come on,
Screen.
Why you guys got to do me like
Why
that,
you do
huh?
that?
Now everybody in the chat's roasting me. Look.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't
Here
don't
comes,
call
here
me
comes.
stupid.
Hey, why'd you put the screen on me? I can't hear.
Called it. Called it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Look at this, man. Come on.
Hell
One
yeah.
of those clear
Worth
ones.
Man, am I gonna have to
So
go get
good,
mine?
man.
Are we
That's
just gonna
awesome.
turn into like bragging rights now? We're gonna
Yeah.
break our 64
Now,
controllers.
was it just me though, or was it always the clear controllers that broke before any of the other ones?
The clear ones always broke.
right.
My
They
clear ones always-
It's
yeah.
Geeks and Gamers colors too. Look at that, man.
If Jay's gonna show off, I'm gonna show off.
Uh-oh,
All right.
We're
Only
going.
because I got it right here. All right, so I do have this right here.
Oh,
OG
very nice.
Game Boy Color.
Okay,
Let's go.
okay,
How about?
okay.
Oh, hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done right there. How about
SP's the
the
best, though.
original Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue?
Oh,
Yeah, I got
okay. Okay.
OG. How about this?
Okay.
What about a Pokemon Gold version? That
Okay.
if that doesn't impress you, how about 2 Pokemon Gold versions?
Oh.
You know what? Why stop there? How about 3
Oh.
Pokemon Gold versions?
Hey, yeah.
And we also have the Pokemon Silver right here.
Silver is my
Okay.
favorite.
Okay.
9 times.
Okay.
Go
There you go.
outside, man.
That was bragging rights worthy right there. You may have just got an invitation to the
Look at
next
Jay.
bragging
I
rights.
don't know,
Jay.
man.
God damn, look at Jay.
I'm not the 9-time Pokemon League champion for nothing, okay? That's not just a gimmick.
Classic Nintendo. Nothing can beat it.
All right,
Nothing
all
can
right.
beat that.
This is gonna
Okay.
turn to bragging rights now.
all
now,
right,
now,
be
now I'm
right
gonna.
back.
Now
Be
I'll
right
be
back.
right back.
Uh-oh.
But I
Oh,
started,
no.
chat. Sorry. At least we're
Done,
not
Jay.
talking about Titanfall 2, chat. Are you happy?
We got a 50 from
50!
The stretch to anus. Oh my god.
Who?
Damn it.
Wait, what?
Oh my
Beardo getting
goodness.
memed. Holy shit. Hi guys, 9-time Pokemon champ here. Let me tell you, having a stretched anus is a hot caca. I've decided to embrace my disability and change my name to Fear the Stretched Anus. Come on, Jeremy. Let's see you stretch the anus emojis in the chat. Lock it in.
What the f-
God damn. Beardo has
Damn.
now got Nope. Even Ryan's parody accounts never sent me a 50. Now Beardo has reached legendary status now.
You're welcome,
fucking-
boss.
When you have a parody account,
What the freak, Melanie?
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness!
Oh,
Holy
whoa.
crap!
Yeah, that is awesome.
Wow,
I think
that
that'd be
is
fun.
amazing.
It
Halo.
lights up too. I just don't know how
Holy
to do that.
crap!
It's not a
Melanie
controller,
just
though.
won. Melanie just won. Well, Jay, you've never played Halo. If you played Halo, the Needler.
Hey,
oh
man,
my
I can
God,
play the
man.
guitar. How about that?
It's classic. Classic.
Melanie needs to be on bragging rights now too. Holy crap! And then the chat's going crazy over the puppy. So you got the Needler And you got
And
the
a
puppy.
There we
Yeah,
go.
so there you go.
I
All
win.
right.
Let's see what YOLO's got.
That was a huge
Rolo.
dub.
Why did I say
Huge dub.
YOLO?
We called him yellow.
What's yellow got down
What-
there?
what's yellow got going on? Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Now his name's YOLO.
People think I messed up.
Oh man! All right, that was good. That
Oh,
was good,
here we
Melanie.
go.
Sorry.
Right on cue.
All right, I could
There we go.
my gold
Yellow
controller
back.
somewhere. So it's a GameCube, but
Ah.
it's got you can play
Oh,
Game Boy
yes.
Advance
Fuck,
on it, baby.
Yes.
Fuck.
All
The
right.
Game Boy
Love
Player,
it.
baby.
Okay.
Mine's downstairs.
Okay.
Son
All
of a
right.
bitch.
All right, that was nice. That was nice. All right, look at this. It's basically a bragging rights episode.
I do have a gold
And-
64 controller, but it's
And Beardo's
Have to get
got
to it.
parody accounts dropping 50s. I mean, that's where you know
Man.
you've fucking made it.
I
Jay's
got
never
T-
had a parody account to drop me a 50.
Ooh.
I dropped you a 50 personally. I don't know if anybody here on this panel has ever
but,
done that.
No, but you can't inspire others to get a parody account of yours to
I
drop
got a
one.
T2, I got a T2 arcade. Does that count? I don't
What?
know,
Thanks,
man.
Jay.
What?
Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Jay.
Hey,
I was
Yeah,
trying
thanks,
to-
Jake. Thanks for showing us you went to Walmart and bought that as soon as it came out. Thanks, buddy.
It's still cool.
Good job, Jay.
Yeah, man, you just really killed the mood here, Jay.
I'm wearing a pirate hat. What do you expect from me?
and for the record, this will give you some cred, gentlemen. Find a woman that when you marry her, she brings the OG Game Boy and the OG NES into the collection.
Hey,
That's who you want. Joe brought
Hell
those in.
yeah.
I was like, we got the whole set now. We just don't have the VR.
Hell yeah.
Basically, that's
Hell
the only
yeah.
thing we're missing.
I was waiting for Ripper to pull out his Sega Genesis games or whatever you pulled
All
out.
right,
at one
pull
time
those
was
out. So yeah.
And he was going through all of them. You can see Ripper getting excited.
Yeah,
and
he
I'm like-
kind of looked. You see him? He
He
looked
did.
over there like.
Yeah, I already showed
Next
those
week.
off on stream.
All right, let's talk about Microsoft. So, Rolo, what you got? You me share your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing it right now.
So,
So
we
can
got to
check
talk
it
about
out.
these
So-
Microsoft links.
So we got a lot of leaks
Oh,
out.
God.
This is kind of the big one right here. So this is actually a presentation that was. It looks like it was sent out on.
Can you blow that up any?
Yeah, I can make it bigger. So
Yeah, like we're literally squinting
like,
all of us.
what are we looking at here?
There
No
we
problem.
go.
there we go. So you can see it is an email from somebody named Ashley. Her pronouns are included, so this tells you it's legit because you know it's Microsoft. Because they wouldn't do it any other way. They're in Seattle, so what do you expect? So this is the roadmap to 2030 from April. It looks like April 29th of 2022. So it's about a year old, but the information is legit based on what we've seen. So you can see here roadmap to 2030 kind of goes through like what, it's typical like investor stuff, trying to, talk to the company executives, their goals, everything like that. Here's the interesting stuff. So we have the Xbox Series launch. This is what they launched a couple years ago in 2020. This is where they are kind of today. So it would have been last year. So they've added, more platforms with Game Pass, things like that. But the more interesting part is here, which is beyond. Now, there's a couple of things here that are interesting. One, handheld. I don't know what they mean by handheld. Are they thinking of things like the ROG Ally Steam Deck, or is there going to be an Xbox handheld? I don't know. And consoles, you have a revision of the Series X and the Series S. It's nothing big. It's not a big deal. It's kind of like a slim update. And for the Series X, they have a digital version to kind of compare with the digital PlayStation 5. So they've got more details right here. Here's the Xbox Series X refresh. So
this
it's a
is
cylinder.
supposed to come out next year around mid 2024, and this is going to be 100% digital. There's no hard drive in it.
Yep.
No disk drive. I'm sorry, no disk drive.
I'm most mad that it looks like a cylinder. Xbox is supposed to be a box.
A box, yeah. I do like the cube of the
It
Series
looks
X,
like an
but-
air freshener.
Right, it does.
Yeah, like a dehumidifier. Yeah,
A
it
timed
does look like that.
release air freshener.
I think the thing that'll probably annoy people with this is that at least with the regular Series X, you can put it down on its side if you need to. This it's going to roll away. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to give you some cradle to like put it in? I don't know. But it's going to have 2 terabytes of storage. So that's a big complaint that a lot of people have had with this generation of consoles. With the PS5 too, it only has like 860 gigs. The Xbox has like 900 free. So that's been a big problem with both of these consoles. So adding 2 terabytes, that's going to be welcome. Obviously, with Sony, you can upgrade the NVMe yourself, which is a huge advantage. Microsoft has their stupid memory cards. You can still use external drives if you want, but if you want that speed, you have to buy their drive. So updated the Wi-Fi and more power efficient. The same things that we see with like every sort of slim up or a leader update that we've seen from Microsoft and Sony.
Man,
the Series S is not as big of a deal.
They have messed
storage.
up. They have messed up so much with the branding. So like I think about something like branding is important, and it doesn't, it's not the end all be all, but it is very important in certain perspectives. So like I talked about this before, growing up when I was a kid, I lived in Alabama, and I always heard about this place called Walt Disney World, and just that name, that sounded amazing. You know what I mean? But what if Walt Disney's name was John Smith?
Right.
And I've been told about John Smith World. I would have been like, what, a car lot? Like, it didn't, there's nothing fantastical about that. Now, is that the sole reason that the Walt Disney Company became successful? No, but it is important. I think that Ripa naming, because obviously Ripa has a big following, naming it the Ripaverse, I think that really motivated like it was a direct connection of like, hey, this is Eric July. I've been watching him a long time. So it's just that direct connection of like, it gets the basic amount of interest, of like people that know you. Would you agree with that, Ripa?
Yeah, for sure.
In terms of the branding and stuff like that. Sure. So the point I'm getting at is the Xbox and the fact that their branding has been so bad since the 360.
Yeah,
horrible.
And if they would have named the Xbox One the Xbox 720, I think we're talking about something a little different. But they named it the Xbox One, which was terrible. Anyway, continue on. Just want to point that out.
Look, anytime that you have to explain the name of a product, you have a serious problem. So they call it Xbox One, and people are like, well, why do you call it Xbox One? It's because it's your one digital entertainment solution. You can play games, you can watch movies on it, you can stream stuff. I was like, no, you already lost because you have to explain it. Just say it plays fucking video games. That's all people care about. That's it. Yep. So here's the Series S refresh. It's got a 1 terabyte hard drive. They update the Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So nothing crazy. It's kind of what we expect. The rumors are that Sony is going to come out with a Pro version of the PS5. I think the reason why Microsoft's not going to do that probably for 2 reasons. One, they kind of shot themselves in the foot with the Series S. So now if they come out with an even more powerful Xbox on top of this, now the Series S is going to be even further separated in performance.
The refresh is kind of like the Slim Pro version of the Xbox. That's what, That's what it's going to be. Remember, it's Xbox Slim Pro.
Yeah, but it's not really, because it's still a Series X. So the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be more powerful, supposedly. So I think, one, they don't want to alienate the Series S any further than they already have, because it has some issues in a lot of newer games, especially if there's ray tracing and new things involved. And number 2, unfortunately for both Microsoft and Sony, they went with AMD, which, look, I love AMD processors. Their GPU side is not as good as NVIDIA. So I think Microsoft kind of saw that AMD still 3 years later doesn't have anything that really makes a huge performance boost compared to what they had, and you need like 2 years to develop another console. So they were probably looking, well, we'd come out with it in 2024, but that means we have to use parts from like 2023. And right now, I just don't think AMD has it. So I think Sony's going to run into that problem with the PS5 Pro, where it's not going to be that much more powerful, and it's not going to have more features. So it'll be interesting to see which approach works better. This is new controller. Supposedly, it's going to have more.
I think this is coming out before the system, if I'm not mistaken.
This is going to come out before. It looks like they're going to let you swap out the joysticks, which I actually think is a good move on their part, because we know stick drift is a problem on all these consoles lately for whatever reason. I don't know why my original Xbox controllers work so much better than newer ones with stick drift and all that stuff, but that's the way it is. And obviously, the Switch has had its issues with the Joy-Cons and all that stuff too. So,
I love the fact
that option.
I love the fact that Arudai is having to beg for a wrench in the chat right now. So
they're mocking me because I'm talking on the Geeks and Gamers tabletop.
I know, and I'm not giving you one. I'm not giving you one.
Hell yeah!
Damn it!
Don't do it.
You're gonna make me purchase it, aren't you?
Don't give in.
He's gonna buy
it. Anyway, continue on. I had to do that real quick.
So, from what we can see here, this is kind of their timeline. So 2024, 2025. It looks like they actually have these for 2025, Jeremy, according to this. But I think that they kind of have to push that up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then the other rumor is that the next Xbox, at least as Microsoft plans it, won't be until 2028, which again, I think that's way too long. with the way things are right now. I think it'd be crazy for them to wait that long. I mean, the PS4 and Xbox One generation lasted a lot longer than people thought. I don't think that that's going to happen again, to be honest. And then the rest is more just, these are, kind of the reasons why we develop these products. These are some of the numbers that we've got. But I think the more interesting part of the leak.
How did all this leak, by the way? Did we know who leaked
I don't
this?
know. I
It's a
have no idea.
massive fucking leak.
It would be awesome if Sony was behind this.
Well, no. Actually, I believe how this came out was because of the legal proceedings with Microsoft trying to buy Activision. They had to provide the courts a lot of information, like, hey, this is what we've been doing. These are our plans. So they had to basically divulge all of that to the courts.
FTC court case, yeah, is what.
Yeah, so this most likely leaked from the government, which wouldn't be a surprise because the government leaks everything. So this is most likely some legal clerk was like, hey, this is really cool. Let me throw this on the internet.
I love that the person had pronouns that was sending.
That's how you knew it was legit.
Yeah, that's so perfect.
Everything else. And then the other interesting things are, we had some news that some emails also got leaked, and emails pertaining to Microsoft's desire to at least put it out there that they were interested in getting Nintendo,
which will never happen.
Yeah.
Never.
So you give them credit for trying. I mean, if you're gonna go big, you got go big.
They'd run Nintendo to the ground.
Yes, they would.
They would have to
just
keep it totally independent.
Oh, they're already struggling with their own properties right now. The last thing that we need them to do is ruin Nintendo. So
yeah, they would. It would be awful. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I heard people say like Nintendo should go basically as just making games and get out of the console business, go Sega route, and I'm like, you guys have no idea what you're talking about.
After the Switch, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, there's just never.
They're all in.
We never need to lose Nintendo. They bring a certain
yeah.
identity and a certain kind of personality to gaming. Go ahead, Melanie.
It's funny because I used to think once they quit trying to be, we have to be cutting edge, top graphics, like top of the line technology. We have to compete with like the top of the top. When they started to dial things back a bit, at first I used to think, why are they doing this? But now that I see that where gaming has gone and how a lot of AAA titles and stuff just focus so much on just presentation, on just fancy graphics and mocap and fancy cutscenes, we've lost sight of what really makes games so great. And Nintendo has stuck with that, has stuck with the charm of what made video games so fun.
Exactly. And there, man, I was F-099. I don't know how many people's played that yet, but it was so stupidly fun. Just little stuff like that you'll never ever replace Nintendo, and I never want them to be under the different ownership of anybody else. But go ahead, Rolo.
Yeah, you can see here. This was an email chain from 2020, where just between executives and different directors at Microsoft. And Spencer said, I totally agree that Nintendo is the prime asset for us in gaming, and today gaming is our most likely path to consumer relevance. If any U.S. company could have a chance with Nintendo, we're probably in the best position, though he noted Nintendo is sitting on a big pile of cash, which would make it very difficult. I don't think a hostile action would be a good move, but we're playing the long game. It's unclear how long that might be. Spencer's email ends, at some point getting Nintendo would be a career moment. I honestly believe a good move for both companies. Yeah, not necessarily. If you go for Microsoft, it's just taking a long time for Nintendo to see that their future exists off of their own hardware a long time. So obviously this is pretty short-sighted comments at the time, because we see where Nintendo has gone with the Switch. And even back then, I mean, the Switch has been around for a while. So
yeah. So I guess this was, because I mean, that was at the time, 2020. When did the Switch release? Like 2017? 20. So it was doing well, but I guess 3 years ago, you probably didn't think it was still tracking. You probably didn't think it was going to be at 130 million units 3 years later, and yet here it is. So interesting stuff. We got anything else on this one?
Well, this is pretty much it. There's no numbers or anything like that. Like, I think Spencer was pretty honest about it there. He's like, I would love to get this, but it's probably not going to happen. But there's no harm in like putting interest out there, because you never know. Somebody might wake up crazy one day, drunk on sake, and be like, $100 billion, I'll sell it. So you never know. But Nintendo's not really going to do that. Nintendo would more likely sell. Sony would never have the money to do it, but they would be more likely to sell to Sony, I would think, just to keep it in Japan. But even then, that would be ridiculous for them to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially since, you know, if you know the backstory between kind of Sony and Nintendo, back in the day before the PlayStation existed, they were kind of partnering to create a console together, and it fell through. And then Sony's like, well, we're just going to make our own console. And Nintendo was pretty pissed off about that afterwards. But so there's some bad blood there. So maybe they would never sell to Sony and they would say F off because of our past. Because, you know,
I hope it never
hold a
happens.
grudge, but
Hope it never
Nintendo at
happens.
this point, they're in a position that they don't need to worry about anybody else. They're
Exactly.
good to go.
All right, nice little recap there, Rolo. Appreciate that.
Then we did have one more. We did have one more leak. If you do want to go over that,
yeah.
We also had Bethesda's release schedule kind of leak out. This is before they were acquired by Microsoft, but so the timing is a little bit off here. You can see that Starfield was supposed to come out in 2021. Obviously, that didn't happen. But pretty much they had, we know this is legit because Starfield was originally going to come out. They did release an expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. They do have DLC for Doom Eternal. Ghostwire Tokyo came out. Fallout 76 has been out. Redfall was crap, but it did come out this year. So this timeline has kind of been pushed back because Bethesda put everything into trying to launch Starfield. They basically put everything else on the back burner to make sure that came out this year. But some of the interesting things that we see here are Doom Year Zero. So that's a new Doom game that we haven't heard about. I'm going to assume that that's like a prequel. And we've got Elder Scrolls 6, which we already knew about, but we have a Fallout 3 remaster and a Ghostwire Tokyo sequel and Dishonored 3, which I would actually be pretty stoked for Dishonored 3 because the Dishonored franchise is awesome. So this is kind of what we're
going to have pronouns.
Yeah,
all of them.
That's part of the problem. Hopefully the Fallout 3 remaster won't, but I'm all for Fallout. I'm a big Fallout fan. So,
yeah, I mean, so I know Melanie, you were curious about that. Have you not heard about this one yet? To the Bethesda leaks?
No, I haven't. It's funny. I never really got super into Bethesda games in general because I'm really big on art styles, and I like to. I don't know. For some reason, I never could get into Bethesda's art styles at all.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Bethesda myself. I mean, I was interested in Starfield until all the stuff, all the discussions around it, because I like space exploration. So I kind of wanted to see what was going on with that. But yeah, the controversy has not really made me interested. Somebody said Doom, he, him. Yeah, Bethesda, show us how much you care about the social justice aspect. Go ahead and just title it Doom, he, him.
I did like Doom Eternal a lot, though.
Doom was really good. The both new Doom games were awesome.
They're excellent. Excellent. Even Krista played that one a little bit, didn't you, Krista?
Nice.
Yeah, I played that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, she was actually good at
Are they
it.
making an Indiana Jones game?
They are.
Yes, they are.
You see it right there. It's supposed to be 2022. But
so again, I think Starfield. Yeah, Starfield kind of pushed everything like 2 years back. So I would look at this and like add 2 years to everything at least. Maybe
at
even
this
3.
point, Elder Scrolls 6 isn't going to come out until next gen.
No, it will probably. Yeah,
Skyrim came out. It was a 360 PlayStation 3. They skipped, no more Elder Scrolls games on PS4, PS5, and it's going to be on the, well, it's not even going to be on PlayStation. They said it's only going to be Xbox and PC.
Well, I mean, so I wonder, because of the latest Indiana Jones failure at the box office, I wonder if that's had any impact on the game coming out.
It has to.
Maybe they changed the story or something like that.
Are they actually? Yeah, are they basing it directly off the movie, or
it's going to be?
It's probably going to be a standalone. Yeah,
like
okay,
that one.
That's better.
Yeah, it'll be like there's some of the games that they used to have back in the day where it's a standalone story.
So now Jay's interested because there's an Indiana Jones game. So that perked his interest right there.
Oh, and then an Oblivion remaster is going to be there.
Is it even
going
to come out? Fans.
I mean, I
think it
would
will.
imagine it probably will come out. I just wonder if it's had. I'm wondering, is there going to be any reaction considering the movie failed so miserably? Because I don't even think it hit 400 million worldwide, and I think it had a budget of like 7.
I think Todd Howard was on. Somebody asked him about that, and he says, "Well, I'm going to divulge everything next year." So, right now they're all in on Starfield. They don't really want to talk about anything else. They did talk about the improvements they're going to make to Starfield. Which some of them surprised me. I didn't think that they would add DLSS and other things to the game, but
yeah, he compared Starfield to Zelda.
Yeah,
Said,
well.
he said with Starfield being exclusive to Xbox, I want it to be like people are with Zelda and the Switch. And I'm like, okay, first of all, that's not really, nobody thinks Switch Zelda Switch. No one thinks like that. Like they think Zelda Nintendo maybe,
Right.
but not
Right.
the
right.
Switch. And Zelda was created like by Nintendo and it's been around for 40 years. So that's not really like that would the equivalent of what he'd be saying would be like Splatoon and the Switch, considering Splatoon is a fairly recent release for the Wii U and then the Switch.
Maybe he's just
But
thinking recently how Breath
I
of
know
the,
what he
Breath of the
meant.
Wild was so big on the Switch. It was
Yeah, I
one
think
of
it's
the launch
yeah,
titles for the
you want
Switch.
your system sell. Now I will say this, for better or for worse, and now I need to look at the US numbers, but I know the UK numbers came out, and since Starfield launched, Xbox sales have gone up 76% in the UK. So if they wanted it to be a system seller, it seems like it is. It is supposedly Bethesda's best launch of all time. Now, a lot of that is because it's on Game Pass, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. But I mean, if they drop the numbers, I think despite the controversy, I think that the controversy hasn't had that much of an impact on how it's selling. And I don't think it'll have an impact on the long term. A lot of people may hate that, but I think that's the truth. I think that it's not going to have that much of an impact overall. Will it be what Skyrim is? I don't think any game is ever going to be what Skyrim is. But I think Starfield probably did what it was supposed to do for Microsoft, which is basically help bolster the Xbox and keep it going this generation.
I think my opinions on Xbox and stuff, just as a gamer, is it's just too there's not enough like differentiation between Xbox and PC. Any title that they release, I would rather get it on PC than play it on the Xbox. Now, if they were to try to separate the two more and say, oh, this one's just going to be on the Xbox, then I'm still going to be mad at it because they, so it's just kind of a lose-lose scenario, I think.
Yeah, I don't think Microsoft cares though, because Microsoft knows that 95%
lose
of the
money.
computer,
Yeah, they lose money on all their Xboxes
95% of computers in the world are run Microsoft Windows.
Right.
So if you buy it, they don't care where you buy it from. Their whole strategy is, we want Game Pass on TVs, we want Game Pass on phones, we want Game Pass on consoles, we want Game Pass on PC. So it's like, it doesn't matter where you go, you can play our games.
Right.
And I mean, it does kind of work. I do that all the time. Like I jump between save files on PC to console, depending on where I'm at and what I'm doing. So I've always liked that kind of methodology, the Xbox Play Anywhere thing. It's really convenient to not have to buy like two different like Titanfall. I own 3 copies of Titanfall. There's no reason why I should own 3 copies of Titanfall. I should be able to have 1 copy of Titanfall and play it on any platform. But so I understand that strategy, and that's kind of what they kind of don't care about the Xbox as a console.
Right.
It's like it's just an option for you to buy.
Yeah, that's why I've always appreciated like Nintendo from that perspective. They're a video game company. That's their focus. That's all they care about. That's all they that's all they want to develop. Whereas Microsoft, Sony, these are massive companies, and the video game stuff is just an opportunity to get into a space that they're not involved in.
Right.
That's kind of what it felt like. Jay, what do you think about all this?
I like Nintendo.
Love that. Based.
I just wanted to give Jay a chance to say something.
How about Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door remaster, man?
Yeah, Jay.
I love Paper Mario back in the day.
I'm actually looking forward to playing Tomb Raider. I haven't played the original Tomb Raider in a long time.
Love that for you.
Yeah, a long time. So
it's going to be great. I mean, the remasters look phenomenal. The fact that they're keeping it faithful, and that Crystal Dynamics isn't doing it. It wouldn't look the way it does if Crystal Dynamics was doing it. This is fully because of the Embracer buying the company. This is the reason we're getting these, because we have been begging Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix to do this for so long. And it's always, I don't know if there's a market for it. I don't think there's a market for it. Embracer buys Tomb Raider. Boom. We get remasters.
All I know is when I was younger, I had a special code before I played the game, and it put Laura Croft in a bikini when I played. So that was kind of cool.
There is no such code, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Yes, there is.
Not actually.
Jay knows all the codes.
Not unless you don't.
Yeah, I know that's
all the
real.
All the bad codes.
Not in the classic game.
Jay.
I believe Jay.
There are bikinis in the Legends trilogy, but in the actual classic games, no, you don't play in bikinis, and there's certainly not a nude code that people
Chad,
pretend like
help me
there is.
out.
No,
Isn't
Jay,
not...
this is
I know what
this
Jay's
is what-
talking about.
Melanie
I had
just came in.
I played that
This is-
version.
This is what Melanie said to Jay.
Wrong.
That's right.
I respect your expertise in the.
Now, I will throw this. I'm going to throw a bomb into this chat because I know it's going to be controversial. Why do you not like the Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider games? I actually think they're very good.
Well, I do think that they're good games, but they're simply not Tomb Raider. And that's where my problem falls in this whole scenario. I wish they would have just made an entirely new IP with their own character and with their own universe and all that and let that be that. But whenever you have something that completely hijacks an existing property that has a huge fan base and you completely make it unrecognizable. I mean, that's not the same Lara Croft. She just has the same name, but she looks different. She has a different personality. Her backstory is different. Her motivations are different. Classic Lara Croft was a grave robber who was fueled by her own selfish ambition. And this new Lara is trying to be a savior and help people and restore artifacts and all this sort of thing. It's an entirely different dynamic, and not to mention the gameplay in general. I mean, the modern Tomb Raider games are a lot more action based, a lot more like Uncharted, where there's a very big story element to it, and then there's a lot of action, and tombs are optional, puzzles are mostly physics based, but not really that complicated. Whereas the classic Tomb Raider games, action was just more of an afterthought. It was the platforming, it was the puzzle solving, it was the adventure looking for keys and artifacts to unlock a door to the next room, to the next puzzle. It just an entirely different type of game.
Good.
Yeah, I know I got killed by a bear in like the early in my bikini.
Hell yeah.
Because I like that she can tell you like it's not that the quality of the game is fine.
Yeah.
It's just that it doesn't like. So I was like, I don't know, Rippo, where are you? Because for everybody that don't know, Rippo's favorite games are Resident Evil games. That's his favorite franchise.
I get that.
And
Let's go.
where did you fall off playing it? Where did you have you played in recent ones?
Of the recent ones, no, I just don't. I'm not the biggest fan of remasters and remakes. I mean, some people are really into that shit. I'm like the complete opposite. I hate that shit. I'm like, I hate when resources are getting expended to fucking make the same shit that I've already played but look better. Like, I'm just not. That's shit that I've never been interested in. So, would I like some new shit for sure? Yeah. But there's people that are on I think we've had this conversation, not when we were going back and forth about 4, but more so how some people, or 4 and 5, but more so how people, you have those that love the action kind of based Resident Evil versus kind of the classic, right?
Yes.
So I fall kind of right in between them. Like, I really love fucking the action shit. I was like 4 or 5. I love those fucking games to play. So I'm waiting for something else that's kind of more up to that speed, that isn't a fucking remake. Because Village and all that shit's okay for what it is, I guess. But I as far as gameplay type, I'm gonna always prefer the 4s, 5s, even 6s of the world of Resident Evil, as opposed to this kind of shit that we've been getting lately. So, but yeah, I'm the remake shit. I just.
How do you feel about
some people? But I'm just not.
How do you feel about the OG ones, like the Resident Evil 1, 2, 3?
I mean, those were the ones I played. I mean, I grew up playing. That's why I fell in love with the franchise. But it hit a new level with like
4 and 5.
4, like 4 on the GameCube was a fucking game changer, man. Like that was a complete game changer for that series, and I think for everybody else. And I'm always prefer that style of gameplay over even the older shit. And there's some people that are complete opposite on that. That are longtime Resident Evil guys like me that are like they prefer it the older way. Where
it's really like I love the first Resident Evil 1. I'll never forget playing that on PlayStation. Like, oh my god, man, it's crazy.
One of my first games, man.
Yeah,
on that system. So,
but it is, as much as I love that game. If you go and play the original, not the remasters, now it is very dated. The gameplay mechanics, it's very dated.
Fixed camera angles are horrible.
Yeah, the old controls and like fixed camera angles like kill it. I think.
Yes,
I think they're not. If done well, they're not bad. Like the Tomb Raider remasters to me look good because they update the graphics a little bit, but it still looks it looks like the same game. It's more like they just cleaned it up because they're like, okay, we've got a little bit more power, so we can do a little bit more with this, but we're going to keep it kind of true to form. And obviously, modern control schemes are way better. So some people, I
I'll
personally
argue
think
with
so.
you on that on Tomb Raider, but you know,
well, let's see. After you play the
they're
remasters,
offering-
let's see. You might
Yeah, we'll see,
actually think
because
that they're better.
you can play with the old control scheme or the newer one that they're doing. I'm curious how they're going to do that, because classic Tomb Raider, the controls and just the platforming and maneuverability is such a huge element. So I'm just curious if they can update the controls without watering down and making the platforming too easy. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is that we take it for granted because, you know, we just started this show showing off of all of our old retro consoles. So it's easy for us that we're alive back then, that we have these old consoles that we can go back and boot. Some people don't have that option. The only way you can play some of these games is by using a classic console. So to give people the ability to play either on newer hardware, whether it's on PC or a newer console, that sometimes that's the only way that people can experience these games. Like they'll never be able to experience games that didn't exist in the digital era. So I think that that's always a good thing. I love being able to go back and be like, okay, like you don't have a Super Nintendo, that's fine. We can go play this. Or you don't have a PlayStation 1, we can still go play this. And it gives the opportunity for people to have that experience that they may never be able to have.
Yeah, and something I want to nerd out about in regard to the graphical overhaul and stuff with the remasters is that it's not just, oh, here's a reimagining graphical update. They actually took the character model from the FMV sequences and modeled her after that. So she's still recognizable to us. It's just like, oh, this is how we got to see her in the cutscenes. Never thought this was ever going to happen, that we could actually play as that version of her. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Her movements even were like exactly the same from the old video game. It was pretty slick.
I was intentionally not letting Arudai talk because the chat's just roasting him and that he's not saying anything. So,
I keep getting distracted because they're threatening me and roasting me. Yeah.
You're the eye candy here. It's all good. You don't have to talk.
Yeah. Oh, Jay took that personally. Jay took that personally.
I feel like I'm out memeing Jay tonight. I don't know what to think of it. It's this way. Jay, say something dumb, please.
Jay's not just gonna fucking bark because he's the family dog, okay, Rudai? He's not just gonna fucking roll over just because you said. He might be the family dog, but he ain't gonna just fucking do anything you want. I got your back. I got your back, Jay.
Wow.
Jay, I got some corn.
Wow.
Make a pirate noise.
Jay, I got your back, brother.
I think I look hot. What are y'all talking about?
You look amazing, Jay.
Got my sword here. My hat is
You
on.
had that Superman curl going on until you took your hat off.
Yeah.
Wait, you just said
until
that
you put your hat
dyslexic.
on.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
sorry. You're not the only retard in the room, Jay.
Hey, why we connect so well. Rolo, while you were gone, Melanie was like, where's Yellow at?
Why was I yellow?
No, I said YOLO. I don't know
YOLO,
why I
Rolo.
said YOLO instead of yellow. Or
Yellow
Instead
Rolo?
of yellow.
Is that what it's
Oh
gonna
man, it's really good.
This is really going.
I was wondering why people in the chat were like yellow. I was like,
Melanie,
what
when
the
all
hell
else fails, you know what to do, right? Because somebody just said it in the chat. Just go ahead and do it. There you go. Right
That's all you gotta do.
Project Egg Roll said, did someone say yellow?
Right. There we go.
I said we were getting rid of the racism. That's why Ryan's not here. Okay, can we please?
Phil, that's messed up, man.
I lived in Japan for 2
It's
years.
funny
That's about the
because he's
closest I
China.
can get to Asian. That's the closest I can get.
He makes China jokes. That's-
Winnie the Pooh, man. Winnie the Pooh.
That's right. That's right. I got a 50.
50.
Nick
50.
Hammerschmidt. Hey,
Let's
G&G and everyone. Eric, have you spoken anymore to Angel Studios about Riververse? And Melanie, I have been listening to your Bible verse videos. You sing very well in today.
nice.
And if that's tone deaf singing, I need to get better myself.
thank you,
There you go.
Nick. You're so kind.
It's good stuff. Ripa.
Nah. We haven't discussed. Obviously, they kind of spoke about some interest in working together, but we haven't had any discussions or anything.
Make it happen, Angel Studios. Come on. We got to make it happen.
Over on Kick, we did have Jay Schwalbach drop 10 gifted subs earlier in the stream. That's
nice.
equivalent to a 50 $1 donation. And Alec Baldwin's finger also just subbed. So a little bit of action over here on Kick.
Alec Baldwin's finger and Jay Schwalbach. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So shout out to those guys. And
Shout out.
yes, we are live on Kick. We are live on Rumble. We are live on YouTube. And I believe Steph has the locals chat up, right? There
Yep,
you go.
we're live
So
on locals
there you
as
go.
well.
There you go. So thank you guys for supporting on any and all platforms. Also, look, if people want to go over there, I'm not officially launching anything yet. We're still working out some details on it, but you can. I am working on the whole direct to support us on the website. The page is live on the website. If you want to go over there and click on it, it says support on the top of the website. You'll see the support button, and you can direct donate right over there. It still doesn't have it implemented where you can like put it like a message or super chat yet, but we are working on getting all of that worked out. And I talked to you guys about that, about me not really wanting to work with direct big time sponsors, just because of the conversations I've had with a massive sponsor. But it was led to believe, or it wasn't led to believe. I was led to believe that our politics or some of our opinions might need to be dialed back for the insane amount of money that could have potentially been on the table. And I would rather just work for the people. That's what I would do. I'd rather work for the people, because we're not changing anything.
Right on.
Except for the fact that they did pay me a lot of money, and that's why Ryan's not here. But other than that, I'm not changing. No, if you get rid of the Ryan guy, no. But Ryan, obviously, he's got Sports Wars tonight. We had to change the schedule on that. And you probably won't be seeing Ryan as much on main event simply because I need him focusing on daily, and that is a 5-day a week, thing. See him occasionally here on main event, but I got to free him up for a lot of the other stuff that we have him doing as well. But anyway, there we go with that. But good stuff all the way around. Hayden says, I personally think that Microsoft execs would try to wedge their way into the development of Nintendo IPs. We saw the pronouns in the email. Who's to say after a purchase, they won't leverage Link should be a they, them. Absolutely. And that's just and these are the things that, like, as Rippaverse, as he continues to grow, like, Rippa, can I please work out a deal with you where I just record all of the conversations you have with executives so you can be like, fuck you. No, I ain't doing that shit. You know what's going to happen when you have these high level discussions. Yeah. They're going to be like, well, Eric, could we make I saw my they them? I would love to hear your response to that. My God.
And the thing is, Microsoft is definitely that kind of company. I know somebody who used to work at Microsoft, and they have to take mandatory diversity and inclusion trainings every single month. It's a requirement. So they're very, very big into that stuff. So
and it's unfortunate because, again, we talked about this a little bit last week, and Titanfall makes me think of it again. Microsoft was the company that built bro culture online talking shit gaming. That was Microsoft. The 360 era, in my opinion, and I know you're going to talk about this later about favorite console. I'm just going to spoil it. For me, it's the 360 because of this. Because it created the culture that we see today, and it created the culture that they hate so much.
Yep.
That the Gamergate, they hate all of that because that was their backlash to all of that stuff. They hated the fact that we loved playing video games. We like talking shit. We love beautiful women in video games. We love gore. We love extreme violence, and we just love all of it. We love all of it. Microsoft created that, and then they're like, you know what? We're just gonna like basically say fuck you to all that stuff. We're gonna throw away our consumer base here that we built, and act like it never happened. And it's a damn shame.
You're right. And you're wrong, and we can get into that a little bit later. But you're right and you're wrong, and we'll leave it at that for now. I saw Scott McKenzie said, I hope Melanie is a permanent guest.
Oh,
she has a consistent invite every week if she wants to be here.
I have been keeping my Tuesdays open for this.
You go. So there you go. So make sure you guys go follow her, and tell them about your new channel real quick, Melanie.
Yeah, so I started a new channel a couple weeks ago called Bible Time with Melanie Mack, and I'm reading through the Bible. I'm into Exodus now, and I'll be done with Exodus by Saturday and hopping into Leviticus. We're powering through, and I even sang a little song on today's video.
There we go.
So.
Nice. And I'm sure we can drop. There's a links right there. Hokies is dropping a link. That's Melanie Mac. Go boom. Probably. If you guys can find the link to her new one.
Yeah.
So get Melanie, if you want to drop that in the private chat, and then Krista can throw
Okay.
it over to the mods, and we can do that. Also, Ripa, the chat's going crazy. I saw Stephanie talking about you got your dog, so now you got to show off your dog.
Oh, yeah, she wanted for whatever reason jump up her. So now she's fucking sitting there looking silly. So.
Hey, there's
Look at him. Look at him. Just look at
There
him.
we go. There's the chat. Yep. Everybody in the chat and everybody's loving it. I mean, who doesn't love dogs? Dogs are the freaking best.
The best.
All right. End of discussion. They are the best. So yeah, everybody was like, oh, doggo. And then of course, Steph in all caps, doggo. Where's Krista? Krista missed it.
Krista missed the dog.
They posted it. Can Man posted it. Oh,
Okay,
you mean
got
Krista
it.
missed
All right.
that? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, Krista missed the dog. Yeah, so but yeah, Cam Man's got it. Cam Man's always on the lookout. So is Eric. Shout out to the mods. Rudai, what do you got going on these days? Why the hell are you here? You only here when you want to fucking promote something.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and do that. Hi. Yeah, definitely. If you guys aren't familiar with my channel, it's Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. We cover everything from Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, Starfinder, Savage Worlds, Magic the Gathering, even the Pokemon card game. That's for you, Beardo.
What?
We have lore videos, strategies, reviews, you name it. We've even got some live shows going on. Most of you are probably familiar with Secrets of the Frostmaiden. We've got Disparu, X-Ray Girl, Epic Mike, Comics Division on there. We're on our 50th episode. 50th
Damn.
episode. That's 150 hours of free content. It's like watching a kind of a low-budget serial TV series with some of your favorite creators. It's a lot of fun over there.
Heck yeah, there you go. So see, that's the only reason he's here. So Rudai is in charge of G&G, no wrench. No, I don't ever want to give him a wrench now, just because it's
my
just
real
mean.
account. Okay, my account has a wrench. It's a brand account. So you
Go
guys,
ahead. Go ahead and comment. You won't have one after you comment. I'll take it from you. So.
Oh God! Damn.
Don't talk, Rudai.
Everybody's all
Dealer
taking
identity.
my wrench. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh man, and yes, word is I might be making an appearance at some point over there. That's just what I heard. I heard a rumor.
Yeah.
I heard a
you
rumor.
talk about that. I could talk about that right now.
You can tell him a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So a while back, we floated the idea of getting Jeremy on the channel. He's never played tabletop before. Never
I don't know
played
what the hell I'm doing.
D&D or anything like that. So I was like, well, how could I best introduce them into the game? And I said, well, why don't I put him in the most murderous, most likely to die, gruesome horror version of RPG I could think of, Alien the RPG. If you guys are familiar with the sci-fi movie, the Alien franchise, we're going to put him in that. That is, it's designed basically to instill fear in and eventually kill off all the players. But it's a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, so we're going to throw him into that. We just kind of put up a trailer for it over on the channel that was made by Hailstorm, kind of showing off who the cast is going to be. You might recognize some of the names, such as Jeremy, Nick Ricada, Krista Nova, Disparu, Sevi, and even Joe. It's going to be a lot of fun. I anticipate they're all going to die gruesome, horrible deaths.
There you go.
Joe is going to be the Ellen Ripley of the group. I'm calling it right now. She's going to survive. She's going to have a power loader at the end, and she's going to take out that xenomorph in the most badass way possible.
Gonna be fun. Can't wait.
I agree.
Can't wait. So good stuff. So subscribe to G&G Tabletop. Disco Cobra for
50.
Loving the banter from everyone. I wouldn't consider myself a Sony pony, but I lean more on that side. Melanie Mac is poning noobs all day with her knowledge of Tomb Raider. Keep up the great work. Whoever did that thumbnail needs a raise. That would be Donnie Danko. Shout out to Donnie Danko. And thank you, Disco Cobra. Yeah, Donnie Danko has been doing great work. Brought him on not too long ago. And between all the stuff he does for Cobra Cast, and obviously we got him doing some stuff for G&G now. I hope you guys like the new thumbnail template. He worked really hard on that. He came up with the idea of kind of like the gaming theme to it, and I think it works. So he's not in the chat tonight because his internet completely is gone. It's almost like he's It's almost like he's in Orlando. But yeah, so his internet's gone for right now. But yeah, everybody's loving it though. It's a really good thumbnail. So it will continue. So you guys keep supporting, and it gives us the ability to continue to find all these awesome people, and it's an honor to be part of it all. All right, so what's next on the topic? We got to talk about Russell Brand. We got to talk about this Russell Brand story. That YouTube. So it was announced late last night. Obviously, Russell Brand, who's I don't know if he's a former Hollywood star. Obviously, he gained prominence being a comedian. He was dating Katy Perry.
They were married, right?
Were they married?
Yeah, I think they were
so.
married.
They were married.
Okay,
They were
well
married,
then, okay, so he was married to Katy Perry. He was in like all these weird comedies back in the day. I never was a fan of Russell Brand
Dude,
at
Get Him
all.
to the Greek is fucking hilarious, bro.
He was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, right? That was
Yes,
a good
but
one.
Get Him to the Greek is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, man.
I
love
never
that
liked him. I never liked him. He always came off cringe to me. But obviously, in the last several years, he's become more of a commentator. He's got it blown up on YouTube. He's on Rumble now. He's been calling out a lot of stuff. He's been interviewing a lot of people. He actually had Drinker on like a couple of months ago.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had
that's
Drinker
awesome.
on.
Yeah, he did. It was a great episode.
Wow.
So he's really
Drinker
been
killed
flying. He's been flying pretty damn close to the sun with a lot of the things he's been calling out. And of course, as per what it seems to be usual, anytime you get some guy who's calling things out, suddenly accusations start flying the guy's way. And it's not really like, whatever, man, you get accused. My problem is not that somebody was accused. My problem is the way the media treats it. And I kind of talked about this on Cobra Cast. Yep. It's the clear call that was made. The call has been made. Every publication, every headline has Russell Brand and the R word next to it now. Yep. And that's strategic. There's a reason for that. So the Me Too movement has ruined any real victims out there to get their day heard now, because people, generally speaking, are just going to shun any accusations because it's all been weaponized. And late last night, before any specifics, before any judgments, before any court, anything, YouTube decided to fully demonetize his 6 million sub channel based on, what did they say? Outside actions or something like that were detrimental. And that's just unbelievable, man. So what's the thought process on this? I don't know if anybody has any opinions on this, but I definitely wanted us to cover it real quick. So anybody got any opinions on this topic, on how you feel about Russell Brand?
I've watched him a little bit, especially recently, because he's been hitting. Usually when you take the most flack, that means that you're over the target, the saying goes. So he's been hitting, especially Big Pharma, very, very hard. And he's been supporting Trump a lot more and kind of revealing a lot of those things. So for somebody who used to be part of Hollywood to do something like that is pretty crazy to watch. And, I personally think it just seems very convenient that his prominence on, the more freedom-oriented side of things has increased. And the more that he calls out the establishment for what they've done and the lies that they've told, especially in the last few years, that he gets, all of a sudden this just happens to happen. And and like you said, the Me Too movement, especially after Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court justice, that kind of destroyed a lot of the credibility, and it's a detriment to people that are actually real victims too, because now, unfortunately, we look at everything with suspicion, because it just seems to me that it's convenient that with all due respect to the women on the chat here, when a woman doesn't like the experience that she had with a man, the fact that now she can basically say that it was a non-consensual situation, instead of just taking the L and saying, like, you messed up that one night, like, you slept with somebody that you didn't like it happens, like, it is what it is, that now basically you can destroy someone's reputation and career. And that's it, that, like you said, the fact that it's coordinated, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
If he goes to court and he's innocent, they have already put it in everyone's head that he is this type of person. This is what he did. And that's what they do, because in the modern era, they don't have to whack you. They don't have to throw you in prison.
Mhm.
It's all about character assassination, and that's it. That's like that's the modern death penalty now. Like we'll kill your reputation, and then you're done forever. And YouTube has already made the first move. No convictions. It's total bullshit. Innocent till proven guilty. But of course, that's why the government loves colluding with corporations now and being truly fascist, because now the government can always sit back and look, he's in the UK, totally different legal system. I don't know what their standards are there, but it's always convenient when the government's like, well, we're not violating the Constitution. I was like, no, you got your corporate cronies here that believe in your bullshit that are colluding with you, doing all the dirty work for you. So, of course, you can get away with saying that you didn't violate the Constitution or people's rights. When you have businesses debank people, take them off of social media, and take away their livelihood. Of course, you basically killed a person in the modern era when you do that. What else can they do?
Yeah, man. Look at Johnny Depp. Look at Johnny Depp, and again, now it's like, Johnny Depp's on the other side of it, but Johnny Depp was arguably one of the 5 biggest stars in the world at his height, you know, and he was an icon, and he was attached to big time properties, Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter. They fired him from both of these publicly over something that he was proven to be innocent of. You know what I mean? And of course, because of the sheer nature of his star power and the court cases and it all being televised and then reacted to on social media, I think that's what turned the tide. But that's a rare circumstance for most people. You know what I mean? And but yeah, I mean, just the defaming is crazy and it's scary, and it should.
Well, it's also dishonest the way they're presenting it, and it's heavily premeditated. You know, they're representing it as, hey, these women came forward. They felt like they needed to come forward. But then you read the New York Times article where the Times literally admits, we went out and sought out these people. We interviewed all of his girlfriends we could find and elicited this information from them. We convinced them to make these arguments to us. So they didn't come forward. They weren't feeling traumatized and decided to, like, hey, I need to get my truth out now. They were solicited to provide that information. And then even their quotes don't really match the words they're using in the headlines, things like rape and whatnot. They're like totally different subjects altogether. So it's just it's a big smear. It's a big smear.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. Ripa, have you been following all this at all?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, keeping up with it.
Have you talked to him before? You know him?
No, I've never.
Not know him, but have you ever
like,
interacted with him?
Spoken on, like, I haven't been on a podcast or show or anything. I haven't got a chance to speak with him, but you know, it's unfortunate. You know, looking at situations like this where, you know, it's just, unfortunately, it's the nature of culture right now where people can make an accusation, whether it be true or not, and they can make an accusation for it, and people are going to act. It doesn't matter, and they're going to make up their minds. And it's, unfortunately, we start from there, whether that person is guilty of anything. And you know, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle. I don't really give a shit about that. I just think it's an unfortunate situation where, depending on where that person falls, how much you dislike this person, people think that it's permissible to start there and then work backwards, right? For anything. So it's like, I'm looking for an excuse to derail this person and anything it is that they have to say. And therefore I will condemn and defame and demean, regardless of the proof, regardless of how far along we are in this supposed investigation or whatever. And I just think, just culturally, it just shows how fucked kind of things are. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, even if you do become a Johnny Depp, you have your little day in court and you get to prove your innocence or whatever. I mean, for still so many people, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just they accuse you of this, and therefore you are that. That's what fucking sucks.
And there's no uniform. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the bigger thing is too, it's not just Russell Brand. So the strategy here too is that if we have the gall to defend him, now we support somebody that does these terrible acts. So it's not even about taking him out. It is now you label everybody that supports them. This is why they go after Trump too. I'm not going to get too political, but this is the same reason. You pin these people down so that anybody that supports them, anybody that's a follower, now you're part of that. You are just as bad as this person because you have the balls to try to the audacity to support them. So there's There's two different strategies here. It's not just it's not just shooting the messenger. It is take out the messenger and anybody that listens and
all
believes
their
in their
followers.
message. Yep.
Yep. It's a wild story. And it's just crazy how quickly it just spirals out of control. So I don't know. Jay, you been following this at all?
Just from what everyone's been saying, it's I don't know. I don't know Russell Brand that much. I never really watched his show or anything, but like a lot of this stuff can, and like what he's dealing with is like it's really up here. But I mean, a lot of people have been dealing with being accused, like what Rolo was saying, of just like we have Ripa has Cara Lynn working for her, who was fired from limited run games,
right?
Because of who she followed on social media. So I mean, it is just like a constant. There's just like it just seems like there's a certain group of people that just hate you for what you believe.
They're dirty motherfuckers, man. I've been trying to tell people this, and this is why things like the Rippaverse are so important. Hate me all you want, but at least I get to shield fucking my employees away from this ignorant shit, and at least they have some people that have some amount of resources that can assist them. Because the minute that people start getting eyes on you, you're gonna get a mob of fucking crack smokers that just they will say and do fucking anything. And like I said, to the eyes of other people, you are whatever it is that they need you to be at the given time. And it fucking sucks. I mean, I think everybody here that's in the public space, you understand that, you've been accused of some stupid shit that has nothing to do with you.
Yep.
And at least for guys like ourselves, we're in a position of where, okay, I can at least reasonably, let's say that, shield people away from this, but most people can't. And that's the end of them. Right. You know what I mean? And that's what's fucking scary. That definitely, if these people have enough connections or can get loud enough, these people can come for everything it is that you have based on a fucking baseless accusation. You know what I mean? They can come for your job, your livelihood, it's associated with, and that shit's fucking scary.
And the crazy thing is, like, once they destroy you, they just like locusts. They're like, well, we got them. Let's just move on.
On to the next target.
So, I mean, right now, like, it's kind of funny to see, but Mahler, everyone here is friends with Mahler, put out an incredible Star Wars video yesterday. Recommend everybody to watch it. And he put in a 3-second clip of a reaction of a girl who runs a reaction channel. And she was really mad on Twitter, and she literally tweeted, everybody go report this video that I'm in it for 3 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Then she tweets at Mahler and says, hey, next time, please don't use me in your videos and stuff like that. And he goes, you literally said that you wanted people to flag my channel. And she's like, no, I didn't really mean it like that. But thanks for sending your mob after me. It's like, these people are retarded.
Wow.
Like, I don't know what else to think. You literally said that 2 minutes ago, and we all saw it. Then she deletes the tweet thinking, well, no one's going to see it now. I deleted it. Ha. It's like, are you that dumb? And then it's like, I'm wearing a pirate costume because it's Talk Like a Pirate Day, everybody in the chat asking. But it's like, that's who they are. It's like, hey, I can react to all your content, and that's fine. But don't you dare react to mine, because I'm going to destroy your channel and destroy everything that you've worked for and all that stuff like that. And then it's these people are just so bizarre, in their own little bubble that they live in, like this own little world where it's like, and, then of course she privates her Twitter so no one can
how it
say
always
anything
goes
about it. But that's just, it's over the years, we've all learned the trends, like what they do. I don't like what Melanie's doing. Let's cancel her. Yay. Yeah. Then Melanie calls him out. Oh my God, I'm a victim here.
I know.
They're going after me. Look at this person going after me. I'm gonna block her. And then it's just like, well, you started the whole dumb thing, you idiot. And then
they always project too. They're like, oh wait, are you gonna make a video about me now, hating on me now? And it's like, I never make videos about random people. Like, I'm not gonna make a video about you hating on you. That's what you're doing to me.
Oh, I saw I tweeted out about this whole thing about the actor that plays Kobe in One Piece, and I was like, it's not a problem. It has nothing to do with the story. I don't care if they're trans, whatever. You know what I mean? Look at the quote tweets. These people are fucking furious that I'm not mad about the situation. The same people that complain about me being mad about things are now mad because I'm not mad. They're like,
because you're not.
well, because they need to be victims. They need to be victims. They need you to be the boogeyman that they have built you up to be. And yeah, it's just they can't understand nuance. They can't understand different opinions. They can't understand perspective. It's such a weird dynamic. But yeah, to Jay's point, these people are freaks.
This is how it's always been with and I mean, it's the left, let's be honest. Because if you recall, if we can go back a little bit of history here, back when, whether you loved him or hated him, when Rush Limbaugh was dominating radio, the left was pissed off about it because they're like, how is right-wing talk radio doing so well and left-wing talk radio sucks? We need to have the FCC regulate radio stations and have something called the Fairness Doctrine. So if you look it up, the Fairness Doctrine basically would have dictated, and they've tried to get this back in other ways, and essentially they're having social media companies basically push the Fairness Doctrine by silencing voices like ours or suppressing people all the time, where it's like, well, for every conservative talk show host, you have to have a liberal talk show host or a left-wing talk show host that talks for the same amount of time. And it's like, no, that's not how this works. This is capitalism. If there's no market for your bullshit, then there's no market for your bullshit. That's how it is. So you need to have the deck stacked against all of us because, see, they hate the marketplace of ideas. That's what we always talk about. Like, that's what capitalism is. Let's compete on logic and actual product, what we're producing here, and let the consumer choose. And it's like, no, we don't want that. It's because your ideas fucking suck. That's why you know it. So you want the government to come in and basically regulate everything for you and take away the competition because you guys can't win. So that's why they get mad at Ripa. That's why they get mad at Jeremy. They get mad at everyone else here because they have voices. We all have voices here, and they don't want to compete against us because we're right. That's why they don't want to compete against us. So they need
they only
want
that interjection. They only want that interjection and that fairness and equality and all of that. They only want that for the benefits, never for like the other side of it. Like what happened to Russell Brand on YouTube doesn't happen to the other side. There are people who've actually professed live on their YouTube channels, I'm a convicted criminal. I have, burned places down, robbed people or killed people, and their channels are still up. But then you got a guy who should have the presumption of innocence, and they strip him of all his money and his access while still running ads on his videos, by the way, and profiting.
Yep.
And they don't want any part of that. They don't want any part of that, but they still want you to go in and have the government say, oh, well, we're gonna equal this out and give you a fair chance without any of the consequences.
Exactly. But yeah, so the whole thing, we're going to continue to follow it. Obviously, story is wild, but very predictable. I think everybody kind of sees through this for the most part. Again, it's not about whether he's guilty or innocent. It's about how the portrayal of the powers that be have handled it. And there are a lot of bad people that have been accused of terrible things, and we don't hear it get signal boosted. And yet, the moment that this one broke, signal boosted everywhere. That's a red flag, in my opinion. This is the same things. I'm going to bring somebody up that's very controversial. Andrew Tate. The reason that 100%. I never fucking knew who Andrew Tate was. Didn't know his name. Didn't know anything about him. And then suddenly he got mass banned on YouTube and social media. And I'm going, who's this guy that everybody's talking about that got banned? And then I look at him, like, okay, so he's got a lot of hot takes, got a lot of controversial takes, and he's being accused of something. The media, the powers that be, YouTube, social media, they don't care when people do bad things. There's a lot of people in power right now that have been, literally, there's a guy, maybe you've heard of him. He's kind of running the country. There's a lot of videos of him doing some very inappropriate things, and there ain't no concerns with that person. So the moment that I see the powers that be try to take somebody down like Andrew Tate, I started watching a lot of his long form content. And look, there's a lot of stuff you can point to and not like. That's fine. But the bottom line is I get leery when I see someone being railroaded to this level. I am not a fan of Russell Brand. I am more sympathetic to Russell Brand today than I was last week.
Yep.
Because I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Why is this guy being thrown under the bus to this level? He's clearly affecting something on a different level that I'm not seeing. And so that's what bothers me about the whole thing. You know who another guy that they did this to? Michael Jackson.
Yes.
You know, did this to Michael Jackson. And if anybody questions Michael Jackson, just go watch Razor Fist. He'll do a lot better job than I will of showing you that. And again, I've always believed Michael Jackson was innocent, but Razor Fist, just end of discussion right there. But yeah, good stuff on that discussion. Appreciate you guys. It's been a good show so far. Chat, are you enjoying it? Everybody enjoying it? It's been really good. Rudai has not caused us too many problems. I thought it was going to be detrimental, but he's actually he didn't destroy it. He didn't destroy it. Since
I have
Rip was
some
back.
bad news for Melanie. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
This is breaking news. Whenever you want to share it. Ground beef recall. 58,000 pounds recalled due to possible E. coli.
Do you realize how scared I was that this was going to be something about the Tomb Raider remasters being canceled or something? I freaking hate you right now. Oh.
How could you hate me? I'm in a pirate hat. I have a fun
I only
sword.
hated you for like a second. It's impossible to hate you longer than that. But okay, you know what? I get my ground beef from a local farmer anyway, so I'm good.
She's good to go. She's good to go. All right, I've got one for specifically for Jay and Ripa. All right, but everybody here too. I need to see Jay and Ripa playing this on stream right here. If you want to see internet gold, watch young Ripa or Jay play this. F-Zero 99. First of all, did either one of you play the OG F-Zero back in the day?
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
I played F-Zero on GameCube before.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the OG one from the Super Nintendo, and F-Zero 99 is fucking crazy. It is, and it's good because it's the old school F-Zero game, except it now has online and it's up to 99 players. You get in this match with 99 people.
That's fucking insane.
And dude, there is a legit strategy that goes with playing this because your vehicle, it can blow up, it can overheat. There's a lot of variables in it. There's a lot of strategy. It is so damn good. It's a free download on the Switch right now. Free download.
It's like Tetris 99, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then of course you have the power boost that you can go through and re-energize your vehicle, but like it's so chaotic, but there is a strategy to it. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the top 10 on the final lap and my vehicle blew up or I ran into somebody. It's wild. I'm telling you. Well, I don't know. I guess, is it a free download or do you have to get the
You might have
Super
to have Nintendo Switch
Nintendo
Online.
Yeah, I think you have to get the Nintendo Switch Online. So with that though, I already had it. So it was a free download with it. But yeah. So yeah, there you go. Thank you, Johnny Lightfoot. So the Nintendo Switch subscription is required. But I wish we could all play it in a lobby. But Jay, seriously, you playing this on your Kick channel? Oh,
God, I'd lose my
oh
mind.
my gosh, it would be gold. But everybody here should try.
I'm downloading it right now.
Are you? I wish that we could. I don't think we can play together right now. So you're just thrown into a
no
random
friends
lobby
list, yeah.
with like 99 people.
Okay.
But yeah, man,
Cool.
it is something else. It is something else.
I'll write that down.
All right, let's read some super chats and then we're gonna get into another topic.
Cool. Let's see. Aiden Bergen for 20 says, "Hey there, Mr. 36. Time to see this Alien trailer you have been teasing."
You want to play it now?
Sure. I actually threw it up
How
on
long
the
is it?
tabletop.
How long
YouTube.
is it?
It's like a minute and a half or something. I don't know. I have to look.
All right, get it pulled up and we'll play it in a bit.
They're saying
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Chat was saying stream died, but they're saying refresh and it's fine. Sorry.
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube had one. I just refreshed and it was so everybody in the chat just type refresh. Everybody, we're probably gonna lose a shit ton of viewers. We just had a little hiccup there.
Come over to Kick.
Yep, Kick or Rumble, both are live if you're having issues on YouTube. All right, go ahead, Beardo.
All right. Cole Hauser for $10. Ahsoka sucks. Kenobi sucks. Book of Boba Fett sucks. Mando sucks. Andor sucks. The sequels all suck.
Andor.
Andor.
I refuse to call it Andor. It's Andor. Who gives a fuck about that guy? Channing
like it.
Tatum sucks. Snake Eyes movie sucks. Duke Rex Batman. What? Says Yo Joe and 199 praise Ara.
Praise Ara. So so during Geeks and Gamers Daily, it's so funny because Cole Hauser, huge G.I. Joe fan, as am I. And he sent a super chat and then he ended it with, a real American hero, and he abbreviated that. Ryan didn't know what it meant, so he thought he was just making a joke for South Park. So he's like, praise Ara. He didn't know it was like a real American hero abbreviated. So now it's a whole thing. Praise Ara. Praise Ara. Everything's a meme around here. Everything gets memed.
And also over on Kick, Raider dropped 10 gifted subs earlier.
Raider.
Nice.
So shout out. Oh, and holy shit, just as I was looking over at Kick, Alec Baldwin's finger just dropped 10 as well. Let's go.
Okay.
It's a party over on Kick right now, baby.
It is a
Come on
party.
over.
It is a
Come
party.
on over. Alec Baldwin's finger here. Raiders here. Come on.
All right, there we go. Getting the party started.
Praise be Ara for $2. Says long live Ara.
Hurrah.
Default for a 199 for whoever made this bitchin' thumbnail. That would be Donnie Danko.
Donnie Danko in the house.
Johan Naxis for a $10 says scanning in 47199. Hail chat and the panel and the Fed. What do environmentalist pirates drive to protests? A Toyota Yaris.
Wow, Jay liked that one. Look at Jay.
Works.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Stephen Wasick for a 20. David Jaffe is a hack, and they are going after Tim Ballard to hurt Sound of Freedom. I'm for due
I
process.
posted a link in the chat.
I saw that. I didn't read it into it yet, though.
I haven't read the story yet, but yeah, I've heard that they're going after Tim Ballard now. So I mean, it's of course they are.
That was
Of course.
So yep.
Continued says, I'm for due process, but this is absolutely ridiculous. This reeks of desperation. We must hold the line and pray these allegations fail. Marcus Henry for a 199. Rolos are weird, and Rolo lost money.
There you go.
Munchon D's nuts for a $36. D.
Sorry.
D's Nuts Clan dropping into check on the Fed, Muppetosis, and Lil 36.
There is no Muppetosis. It doesn't exist. There is no Muppetosis.
That's not what I heard.
What that means.
Yeah, I heard otherwise too.
Yeah, I heard otherwise.
And right now, I just want to say we are at 145 new members just on this stream on YouTube.
Yay!
Not to mention all the members that you guys have been throwing over on Kick. And I'm ready for Rumble to get gifted memberships. Rumble, make it happen.
Yep.
And yeah. And by the way, Rumble is sending us a 100,000 subscriber award. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah.
because it's not
Yeah.
so the main G&G has like 60,000 followers, but then like Sports Wars has like 35, and it's all under the same thing. So I guess that's how they calculate it. Sports Wars has like 30. Geeks Gamers Play has 30. Life has almost 40. So I think we're pushing almost, we might be pushing like 200,000 over there in total. But yeah, so appreciate that from Rumble.
I have 1,000.
Good job,
Working
Jay.
my way.
Hell yeah.
Proud of you, buddy. Proud
Hell
of you,
yes.
buddy. Good job.
Cassius for $10. KB&M is the way of the true warrior. Jay, slay this man Jeremy with the with the cutlass. Sorry.
This
Slay him.
person?
Just slay this man Jeremy.
Oh,
yeah,
You're
me.
cutting me. That's me you're cutting.
Stop, Eric.
Shadow saying for $5. Krista, are you ready to see a certain blue-nosed character in season 2 of One Piece?
Is that Chopper? Then yes.
KCW for a 199. Jay, open the door for Biden, please, sir.
he just keeps escaping me. I don't know. Well, that was a fun night, wasn't it? Wasn't it, everyone?
Sorry, Rolo, I interrupted you.
No, I was like, they're opening the door for Biden as it is right now. They're going to dump his ass.
That was a fun night.
Sevi for $10. Sevi for 10. Notice how the Fed is in gray. So lame.
It is the branded account. It doesn't have memberships. Why don't you understand? Like, my account has a membership to this channel and to D-Day Cobra and a whole bunch of other ones.
But you don't have a wrench.
Yeah, come on, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Leave the yelling to people who have a wrench, okay?
Damn.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Actually, I
thought
think
he had
Arudai needs better music than that.
Yeah,
he needs
there he
this. That's what Arudai needs right now. There you go.
Soak it
CJ,
in.
we're dropping the music on somebody else today.
Soak it
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Dr. Quagsire for $20. I know you guys aren't talking about it this week, but weeks ago.
Sorry.
What?
I didn't mean to do that.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was yelling in chat.
Don't interrupt Fear the Beardo ever again. Dr. Quagsire for 20. Dr. Quagsire, I apologize on behalf of my colleague here. I know you guys aren't talking about it this week, but weeks ago, someone brought up the Harley Quinn show. It seems they are going with a spinoff with Kite Man. When will this animated DC shit end?
I had a conversation with a producer of that show yesterday, actually. Somebody that worked on that show about some Riververse shit. Yeah, that's just trash though. Nonetheless, yeah, I don't know what the DC is. It's funny because DC used to be kind of on top of the world with their animation stuff.
Oh yeah.
For they had a nice, even though the new 52 was dog shit, they had a state during that period of time. They had a nice little streak going.
Yeah, all those old animated movies were awesome.
They're incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Under the
Red
Red
Hood.
Hood.
That long ago, man. Like barely 10 years ago.
Red
like
Hood.
DC
Under the Red Hood is
Red Hood is
Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and
Flashpoint,
watched
yep.
Flashpoint after you recommended it. Man, that was
Yeah,
great.
told you.
That was
Yeah.
like from
Yeah,
2013.
And like I said, I'm not even a fan of New 52. I fucking hated that shit. But yeah,
it was good.
The new Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2, fan-fucking-tastic.
Yep.
Frederick Landon for a 236 from a different country says, Geeks and Gamers Tabletop, why don't you tell chat about how you converted to a monarchy and your what the fuck? And your desiccation to your queen?
Yes, there you go.
There you go.
Every
What
meme's
about-
coming out tonight.
What about this desiccation?
Queen. There's
Fed.
no desiccation.
What's a desiccation?
I don't know what the fucking desiccation is.
You dry out her body. You
What did
dry
you
her out in
do?
the sun, desiccated.
What'd you do?
I just
you know what? I just have one thing to say to you, Beardo. Just one thing to say to you.
Yeah.
Cap would win.
That was really quick for something you were trying to sound positive about.
Cap win.
all right. As
Anyways.
far as Beardo reading that super chat,
I know words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid.
He said it right. He got it.
There
right.
isn't.
I know.
It just took me a few tries.
It's not a common word, man. You got to be
Yeah,
learned.
come
like
on.
me.
Listen,
Come on.
even if it's uncommon, I typically know how to say every word. I've proven that time and time again. Okay, I'm a pretty good.
Sure.
Right there, Orange Johnson, baby.
Yeah, sure. Justin Akinsola for $10. Which book idea is best? Werewolves concept of fatherhood or half demons banding together, becoming gangs to rule the world?
I like
What?
the half demons. The half demon gang sounds awesome.
There you go.
There you go.
Let Melanie
There
do
you
the
go.
answer right there.
I'm going to interject here
I'll
for a
read
second.
it.
How is it possible that the person who English was their second language knows vocabulary better than everyone else here? How's that possible?
Hey,
because
I
we're
don't
You had to study it.
That's true.
That's
There you
true.
go.
That's
She's got
true.
it.
It's
Yeah.
always
we
like
never had to
that.
study it.
It really
Yeah.
is
There you
always
go.
like
I'm learned here. I'm
yeah,
learned.
that is true. That is true.
A learned man.
Eric K for $5. Support the elimination of Muppetitis Fund. Erudai, we shall find a cure. Sevi found out corn the long way may help. Ooh.
You know, I love Tuesday night main event, but what I hate is when I miss Tuesday night's main event because you guys always introduce some sort of meme and I walk into it on my stream. I hadn't heard the corn the long way thing, so somebody like said that to me, and I made the mistake of saying, "What's wrong with eating corn the long way?"
Oh no! Rudai has
Rudai.
stolen the corn meme.
There we
It's
go.
over.
That's it.
Rudai.
The Rudai's meme now.
Yes!
Rudai's
God,
meme.
yeah.
Take the monkey off my back.
A Beardo no more.
I thought
A
they meant like a
Rudai eats corn
typewriter,
the
you know, the long way. And
There's
the chat
nothing
fucking-
wrong with eating it the long way.
Oh, the chat's gonna enjoy that Stephanie said that, but not so much Rudai. So.
And look at Raider.
Tabletop is going to be great this week. Now this is going to be fantastic.
Damn it.
You got to add corn,
All
Krista.
the corn
You
in the
have to
chat
get
is for
access
you.
to
Look at
G&G
it.
Tabletop, and you have to add the corn emoji to it. You have to do it now.
Done.
Raider,
Done.
Raider just dropped a 50
Oh.
with
chat
a
is-
with a dragon emote.
Beardo is
Love
free.
it.
It's over.
Yes.
It's over.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh man, that's good. That was good.
Serenity 2 Witches for $10. New
Did
Laura
you really
is a
say that, Aruda? Like, did you say, like, what's wrong with eating it alone?
Yeah, because like 5 people said it, and I was like, "What are they fucking? I don't know what they're talking about." I was like, "Did I just do something on stream?" Like, I was
Yes,
trying
you
to figure
did.
out what the hell was going on.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. There's like, there's a guy over there named JT. He's got like 100 AI generated memes of me and corn now. It's bad.
Amazing.
Oh god, that's so
That's your
great.
corn now.
Oh man, that was good stuff.
Tom Berry Master just dropped a 50 with
Hey.
with 3 dots.
Just says nothing. Nothing.
Says nothing.
Nothing.
Thank you, Tom Berry Master, for the.
And you
50.
got to be a cocky son of a bitch to
Hell
say
yeah.
nothing.
Spurs
as
on
Rick
his
says.
boots, thick
That's right.
mustache, moonwalks his way out of there. What a legend. Serenity 2 Witches for $10. New Laura is a wimp. Old Laura was a competent badass who fought dinosaurs.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Malik Gurley for $2. Krista looking like son of a bitch. Krista looking like Ankh Su Namin. Love the hair.
Anaxunamun from the Mummy.
But they broke. Yeah, I guess. I guess.
I see that.
It looks like Ankh-Su-Moon. It's
Yes.
weird, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pronounced.
CK Win, member message for 5 months. It's my 3rd week in Rutgers, and I've seen a crap ton of gays.
Orange Gantons? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they even got a bus with a huge pride rainbow on it. It's disgusting.
Oof.
Not surprising. Not surprising. Lover of Greens has any chance of getting Clifton Duncan on Tuesday night's main event? He's former
cool.
Broadway actor who is fighting the culture war. I'd love to see Duncan bounce off the G&G crew. Hail to the Fellowship and the 199.
Wasn't
Yeah,
he
we've
on
had
FNT once?
We've had Clifton
Yeah.
on F&T multiple times, so we could 100% get Clifton on here. That's no problem at all. So
Who did
hell
he,
yeah, man.
He had who do you have this week? That was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, Clifton like got them on. I forgot.
Yeah, Clifton's good peeps. Carolyn says, Jeremy, I blame you for my recent Cobra Kai binge. It was glorious. Yes, it really is. Like,
I know Billy Zapka.
You do.
Clifton.
Fucking. Yeah, Jay gets to hang out with Johnny freaking.
I
Law.
said this morning that he texted me yesterday wanting to know if I was going to be at FanX Salt Lake City because he wanted to know if Gina was really going to be there if she didn't cancel. I was like, yeah, she's going to be there. I guess he wants something signed. So he
Look at
texted
Jay
me
catching-
instead.
Yeah, Jay's
Look at
casual, like,
that.
yeah. Johnny Lawrence just dropped me a
John-
text.
I got his number.
See what I was doing, hanging out. Jay's kind of a big deal. He's kind of a big deal. But
You know
yes,
whose number
Cobra
I
Kai-
have? I have Drunk 3PO's number. and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Cobra Kai is phenomenal. I saw your tweet about it, Carolyn, and yeah, it's just the most recent season is the second best season. So the first season is the best, and then they're all good. I mean, I think season 3 and 4 they definitely weren't as good as 1 and 2, but they were still fine. I thought they got a little out there with some of the fighting and stuff, but it was still really good. But 5 brought it right back in, and I guess next season is the final season. It's gonna be sad to see it go, but it's probably gonna be a strong finish. So I'm looking forward to it.
Sometimes you gotta know when to quit. Like we should talk about that sometime. Which show should have ended sooner than it did, or which show should have kept going on too?
Wow, I
It
mean,
doesn't have to be now, but I
yeah,
mean, that's a big
yeah.
topic. That's a big
That
topic.
is a
man.
big topic.
Game
That
of
is a big
Thrones.
topic.
Smallville.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, Game of Thrones certainly.
Yeah, that just needed to stay in the cooker just a little bit longer.
Yeah,
CW Flash should have killed that when it was still good.
yeah. I really, and I see a lot of people
Walking
saying
Dead,
it in the
yeah.
chat. Walking Dead should have ended
Yeah,
after
for sure.
season 1. Should have been.
I liked
done.
it up to season 4.
I think like three,
Yeah.
up to 3 or 4 was okay.
After
I
the whole
really-
Negan stuff, it just ended after that.
Okay,
Yeah,
Shane. when
The
Shane
Negan,
died,
the Negan stuff went way too long.
when Shane
did,
died,
yeah.
a piece of me died, and the show died.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was the end. The dynamic between Rick and Shane, I thought,
Oh, it was
made
great.
everything. And John
Yeah.
Bernthal is just a phenomenal
John
actor.
Bernthal.
But
I think
Shane
the
died
fake-
pretty. Shane died pretty quick in the comics too. Like
He did. They kept him alive. They kept him alive longer in the
a lot
show
longer.
because he was so good.
I think the fake out with what's his name, like I don't even care about
The
this
Glenn
anymore. I don't even-
fake out, that
Yeah,
was
Glenn, the
terrible.
Glenn fake out.
with
Like after
Negan,
that, I
yeah.
was like, yeah, this is
That
kind
was
of bullshit.
terrible.
Like I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't really like zombie stuff. It's the same thing.
I mean,
Did you
it
not
gets
watch?
old
Did
after
you
a
not?
while.
But
Did you not
zombie
watch?
video games, Jay. What about zombie video games?
I don't like Call of Duty zombies because it just never ends.
Well, it
Like,
ends if you
I
die.
want an ending, man. You just keep shooting.
Well, that's a lot of zombie games. You know, you got
Yeah.
Leopard
Like all of
Dead.
them.
Like, yeah.
The new Battlestar Galactica, if it had not gone
I'm
through the
saying.
first writer strike, it would have been even better. And it's still one of my favorite shows.
What was
of all
that?
time.
What
That
am
was
I
a
thinking
really
of right
good
now?
show.
Was that
Oh
in
man,
was
Battlestar
that in-
Galactica 2003 or 2004 is amazing.
Was that what was that scene? It was in Step Brothers when he came back like he was knocked out and he's like zombie when he was running from him. So
Hey, I'm ready for zombies to be a really big thing again. It's like, you know, there's different circulations, different popular things. I'm ready for zombies to be the popular
All right,
thing
well,
again.
you need to come back to Orlando because right now they're having a zombie invasion at
What?
Universal
Right,
Studios.
that's right.
for Halloween
Right.
Horror Night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Y'all
come
want
back
Melanie
now.
back?
All right.
right.
She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it.
Hey,
I've
send-
already got a
Look at
plan.
Hey, she
My
knows
next
she's got
visit.
she
I
knows
missed
she's
you
got a place
guys.
to stay.
hey, go over to the website on the support page. Drop me some money. I'll bring Melanie back right now. Let's go. Fund
All
Melanie.
right,
Get back
let's
over here for
go.
Halloween Horror Nights vlog. All that. Let's do it. It's
Yeah.
done.
All
So,
right.
There you go. That's what the support page is there for, so we can do awesome stuff.
Multi Maldi gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Multi Maldi. For the Emperor for 17 months. 199 scanning in.
Hell yeah.
Michaela Ish became a member. Thank you, Michaela. HTK bass player for
Wow.
4 months. What?
She's one of my mods. I told her she's a show off for getting the green to spite me.
Beardo's had it with a rude eye. He's had it.
He just did it. He did it again, didn't he?
Look, Ryan's not here for Jay to interrupt, so I got to fill in the gap. All right, I'm going to interrupt Beardo. That's my thing.
Son
I never
of a
interrupt
bitch.
Ryan. I compliment him.
I'm
I'm
so
like the
sorry,
exclamation
HTK bass
point.
player.
To Ryan's, I never interrupt.
I'm gonna play something. Listen. This just so the chat knows. A rude eye requested that I play this. A rude eye. It's so he is 100% responsible for the clip that I'm about to play.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
God,
What a dumb bitch.
I hate that clip so much. It makes me angry. Absolutely, maybe.
That was good.
Ripa's dead after hearing that one again. It's the worst thing I've ever
It's one of the
heard.
worst, man.
Blame a rude eye for that clip.
Pretty
It was
bad.
all a rude.
Don't blame me. I would know.
It's not.
No,
It's not
that
even
is not
funny.
me.
It's like bad.
It's really
Yeah.
bad. It's
Yeah.
really, really bad. It's the worst thing ever. It's the
Ooh.
worst thing ever.
Now Jay's gonna get upset at me because I'm throwing a curveball here. If Jeremy's okay with it, do you guys want exclusive footage of Universal's new park and its current progress right now?
Ooh.
I don't know if we can show that.
I've got it. I recorded it myself. So
Yeah,
it's
I
my
know.
content.
But I don't know. Jay, what do you think?
I got some stuff right here. I was
Really?
there the
Can
other
he
day.
show it?
Yeah.
That I don't
Yeah,
know.
I can share the screen. Yeah, of course you can show it. It's my drone footage, man.
All right.
I got some
Let's
stuff.
see. Let's see it.
So all right, let's share.
Y'all don't want to go over the Disney stuff or no?
Yeah, we can.
Do you want to talk
Still-
about?
We
You
still
can
got
show us
we
some
still
stuff.
got to play Titanfall 2 tonight, though.
Boom. Okay. So
Yeah, we don't have
let's
to.
present. So I just thought of this right now because I was like, yeah, I was just there the other day. Entire screen, and boom, here we go.
All right.
There's no sound, so it'll work out perfectly. So this is Universal's newest park. It is currently under construction. It's going to be called Epic Universe. So this is like exclusive content right here. The park has been under construction for about 2 years now. It's going to open in 2025. So this viewpoint right here that you're seeing is kind of looking to, if you were looking at the front entrance, you'd be looking towards kind of the center of the park and a little bit to the right. It's going to be split into 5 sections. It's going to be a How to Train Your Dragon section, another Harry Potter section based on Fantastic Beasts, Super Nintendo World, which it'll be the largest iteration of Super Nintendo World in any Universal park until Japan opens their own expansion. And it's going to have a Universal Monsters area as well with their IPs like Frankenstein, the Mummy, the original Mummy I'm talking about, like from the 1920s and 30s franchises. So
this is gonna be a game changer. This is gonna be a game changer for Universal. Game changer.
So this is looking towards their How to Train Your Dragon area. Right now, you can kind of see they've got a roller coaster there. The building in the center is going to be the Great Hall. If you've watched that How to Train Your Dragon franchise, and behind there is the dueling coaster that based on building permits and rumors, it's called Starfall Racers. So you can see that there. That's pretty much done. They're already adding the landscaping in the foreground right now. Going to the center, you can see the 2 statues from How to Train Your Dragon going into the island of Berk. From there, looking down below now, we're going over Super Nintendo World and what is rumored to be one of their main stores. Now we're turning towards Super Nintendo World, and this is going to be totally self-contained here. And I'll kind of pause it and go through here. The big building over to the left is going to be the Mario Kart ride. So that's where it's actually it's inside that building. Over to the right-hand side is going to be an escalator that's going to be a warp pipe going up into there. And then you'll have a staircase going down. And the unique thing about this park is that it's going to have the Donkey Kong section over here, which is going to be right next to it. Let me fast forward here. So the Donkey Kong expansion doesn't exist at any of the Universal parks right now. So that's going to be at least temporarily exclusive to Epic Universe. And you can see it back. It's near the top of the screen right there. So they developed a new type of roller coaster that's essentially going to look like the mine carts from Donkey Kong, including the broken tracks. So you're going to have like a crazy mine cart that's like on a kind of on its own, almost like a big pole. And it's going to have the illusion that you're flying off the track when really the roller coaster is connected sideways to a track that's hidden. So you can already see like up here, they already have some of the gold tiles from the Donkey Kong area and the temple that they've got there. And they already have the track kind of going around there. So this is up to date. This is as of like 2 days ago is when we took this footage. So
and when is this supposed to open?
2025, I believe, April 2025. Now, they've made so much progress right now that I almost believe that they could try to open it early, at least for Florida residents. So here, going around here, you can see this is going to be the Monsters area. So they've got a roller coaster that's supposed to be themed to the Wolfman and a few different restaurants. The big building back there is supposed to be a Van Helsing ride, which is going to use basically the most modern iteration of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journeys technology. So it's going to be kind of the final evolution of that with less screens and more animatronics is what we've heard. So this is going to be a brand new park. I know somebody asked if this is an expansion. This is a completely brand new park. This is going to be Universal's, technically it's their 4th gate because they consider the water park a 3rd gate right now. Yeah, Volcano Bay. So this is going to be their 3rd major park. It's about 2 miles away from the from Islands of Adventure and Universal Complex right now. And it's looking pretty awesome right now.
It does. It looks awesome as hell. Great footage, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, that is crazy.
And you can see they already have 2 hotels up and everything like that. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah, good stuff right there.
You know, Jay's just gonna clip that and upload it with a new thumbnail.
I will. I'll make a video for Jay, like kind of outlining
so
this.
will
But,
I.
but
So
I was
will I.
I was pretty excited about it, and I thought I would show that off there just to give you guys something that you haven't seen before here on.
Good stuff right there.
Hell
So, Jay, do you think that that's actually going to have a hit on Disney? Is that going to affect them? I think so. It has to.
Man.
It has to.
Disney's getting ready to open up their new Moana at Epcot, and you're going to be amazed at what you can do. You can put your hand over the water and make it go up and down. I mean, Universal got nothing on that. Imagine how dirty that water's going to be when all those people put their hand in there. It took them 3.5 years and $1 billion to build this, and for the people that don't ride in a scooter at Disney, you can actually do this at the new Moana. Stand there with your hands up, and water will spray up in the air. How cool is that?
Wow.
3.5 years and almost $1 billion at Epcot to make.
Oh my God.
You can do this. It's great.
Hell yeah.
Disney,
Holy crap.
you're doing some great things over there. I can't wait for that to open October 15th, right in the middle of Halloween. Good job.
So why did Disney decide that instead of having one Magic Kingdom, they wanted like 4 Magic Kingdoms? Because essentially that's what they're doing. They're like taking all the IPs that should be in the Magic Kingdom and spreading it over all 4 parks and turning them all into Magic Kingdom.
I don't know, but people are complaining because they're like, why don't you just freaking fix Epcot? Look how trashy it looks. Half the stuff doesn't work. Look, this is wrong and frustrating. Why don't you fix your theme parks that actually work, that people are enjoying? Because Disney doesn't know how to do that stuff. They're really dumb. But since we're talking about it, I guess we'll go into the next segment. Thanks, Rolo, for catching me off guard with that, but that's okay.
I caught everyone off guard with
An
that
announcement today came in that Disney's going to spend $60 billion over the next 10 years on their theme parks and cruise ships. Here you can see the bar graph. This was, of course, the lockdown stuff. Reason why they're spending $60 billion is because they know Universal is coming for them. Yep. And this is the only thing left that they have that makes them money. We all know that Disney Plus is costing them billions of dollars. We know they lost like all kinds of money in their movie department. They have nowhere to make money but their parks. So they actually met today in Florida. Bob Iger, good old Josh DeMauro. I have a funny story with him, but we could tell that another time. I actually hung out with him. I didn't even know who he was. I'm an idiot. And there's a whole video about me hanging out with this cast member named Josh. So they met in a resort today. They were talking to investors because they're trying to find this $60 billion to invest in their parks. Now, one of the things that they showed to their investors, I know Rippo's going to be very happy about this. This was big news. I think we're all going to have a good time, is they want to build Wakanda. They're going to build Wakanda, and if they can get the $60 billion, they want to build Wakanda, probably without Black Panther, because they spent $2 billion on a Star Wars land, and they don't put any Star Wars in it. So why not just keep the trend going? Let's build Wakanda without Black Panther, and who knows? But that's what they were advertising today, and unfortunately, the investors and other people were not happy with Disney. Even Deadline is calling them out after they made this big announcement. They started losing a lot of money on shares. Oh, this was the wrong slide. Sorry. But it still said the same thing. But this was the picture that was in there. Disney's stock took a major dip as the company announced plans to nearly double its spending on theme parks to $60 billion. So it dropped almost 4% today because people have had enough. They know that Disney's not good with money. The Galactic Star Cruiser, ring a bell? They just spent $1 billion, close to $1 billion on the Galactic Star Cruiser, and they shut it down in less than a little bit over a year because it failed. Everything else that they're spending money on and that they're wasting, not really, but I'm trying my best. Thanks for messing up my flow, Jeremy, by highlighting that comment. But yeah, so it's like investors have said, like, we know you're not good for this. You don't know what you're doing. You keep making stuff that people don't like, and we're tired of it. So their stock is failing fast. What are you gonna do with $60 billion in your theme park when it's already trashy and you can't fix the stuff you already have? Wow, thanks, Mo.
Wow.
Thanks for the
wow.
Look, I put Jay on the spot here with all this stuff. And
thanks, Mo, my buddy.
But I mean, look, if you could share my screen again, Jeremy, like this is the difference that we're dealing with right here. Like this is the innovation.
Anybody want to ask me any questions?
Right. So you've got
well, there went all that for nothing.
No, you've got Disney doing what Jay said with Moana, which is just basically like a walk-through water feature. And you have Universal. So this is the DK track here. So you can see there's like a sideways track here. That's going to be hidden and it's going to look like a mine car. So this is the kind of stuff that we're seeing here. This is the kind of the comparison that we're seeing between Disney and Universal right now.
So good.
So, Jay's like, good job, Rolo. Thanks, Rolo. Yeah, looks fantastic.
Rolo was the bookends of all that information I had saved and ready to go for everyone here to know what's going on with Disney.
Hey, that drone cost me like $2,000. I'm gonna milk that shit. Okay, I'm gonna milk that shit.
Hell yeah.
You guys subscribe to my channel where I'll present the information a little bit better.
Watch High Tea Thursdays.
You'll find all that on Park Hoppin', and we may have a Park Hoppin' live stream this Friday night.
Oh man,
another one.
Yeah, well, I'm out of town. Great.
It's okay, Jay. Look, hey, we're helping you out, Jay.
Gone.
We're helping you out, Jay. We're a team here. We're a team.
Sounds like you're pushing me out, but that's okay.
Oh man.
No, but seriously, it's like it's pretty bad. That is anybody here excited for a Wakanda? Blaze.
I mean, me and my black friend Ryan, we might hang out. We may go hang out. That's the only way.
I'll go to Wakanda with you, Jay.
All right.
Wakanda.
That's the
is
thing, like,
Somebody
I'm not
told me I
saying
looked like Blood Ruth the other day, so I am black.
You are half black. Yeah. Okay.
Did you see Jay though? Like, I think it was leaked out the original concept art for the Marvel's like campus at Disney, and it was like it was actually legit. And it's like, what the hell is Disney thinking now, spending this money retroactively when they could have made either, you know, Galaxy's Edge or their Marvel content way better than it is, because it's mediocre right now. It's total shit. And I don't understand how they can throw that much money at this stuff and keep coming out with things that are mediocre. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, it's starting to affect them now because they've also offered a $59 ticket for Florida residents, which is like ridiculous. If you want to get a ticket to a theme park all the way up through December. And then it's like, then they're like, if you're a Florida resident or you have certain, like a Visa card, you can get 35% off at our hotels. They're really trying here. I think they're just trying to get their numbers up for like these investors, because they know that the theme park is the only thing that's making them money. It's the only thing that's just like, you know, holding them afloat. And I will share this because everyone keeps freaking asking me, like, what the heck was that bear at Magic Kingdom? Well, just so you know, it wasn't me. They caught the bear and apparently it didn't die because somebody thought it was shot and killed, and they just released it. So there's the video footage of them releasing the bear that was in Magic Kingdom yesterday, which is pretty funny that a freaking black bear was in the theme park hanging out, you know, in Frontierland where Pirates of the Caribbean is, and the old
Holy
Splash
crap,
Mountain.
it got that far?
Yeah, it was in a tree. It was in a tree between, you know, right there near Tom Sawyer's Island.
That's amazing.
And cast members saw it and they shut down half the park. So it's like, that's pretty crazy. Imagine traveling, like you only got a day at the theme park.
Right.
And they had to close it because a black bear showed up. That's pretty wild.
It is. That was pretty crazy when I saw that. I'm like, there's no way in it. It was true.
No, I believe it because one day when I was driving past Disney, like right there on the border of their property, I saw like a group of wild hogs running like on the side of the road, like an entire family, like 3 big ones and then like 4 little piglets. And they went into like Disney's property. So I was like, oh shit, I guess like Disney's got like a wild animal problem. Like they don't care. They got gators and everything in there too.
I'm just saying, like $60 billion that's a lot. First of all, I have no idea where they have that kind of money, but and how they're gonna, spend that.
The entirety of Epic Universe is going to be like $4.5 billion for one entire new park. So I don't know what Disney's like spending that money on.
Well, again, they said across their theme parks and their cruise line, which that's a lot.
They just launched 2 brand new ships.
Yeah, they bought that Chinese cruise ship that like fell through, and it's like
crazy.
It was like the biggest cruise ship ever built, and
right.
I think the original Adventure like fell through, and they bought it.
Listen, have you guys ever been on a cruise before? The worst thing is to go on a cruise when it's like too many people.
A cruise sounds like a nightmare to me. I do not want to be trapped on a boat with the crowd of people. I just don't.
That's what I'm saying. You want to go on smaller ships where there's less people. They don't take
and no
up
kids
everything.
running around.
Yeah.
If I'm going on a cruise, I want to, it's like an adult.
I love cruises.
I've never been on a cruise, and I don't think that would be my. I just don't think that'd be my thing.
I've been on a couple. No internet sucks, so
You go on a cruise and you just eat. It's like a 24-hour buffet. So you just go there and be fat. Literally all you do on a cruise. You go there and just freaking eat like all the time.
You can gamble, play some Wheel of Fortune.
That's true, but still. Yeah. I just eat a lot. Anyway, that's all I had to say for tonight.
Great job, Jay. Hey, I'm proud of you, buddy.
Let's go.
Good job, round of applause for Jay, everybody.
Let's go, Jay.
Good job, Jay.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to say that. I just thought
did
it would
good,
be cool.
man. I had all these tabs open. I didn't know what to do with them.
There you go. See, I segued you in with this random bullshit that I dropped on you.
All right,
but there will be a video on Park Hopping soon where I highlight all this stuff before the end of the week, and we'll go through everything with Epic Universe. So
there we go. Did Ripa clap once? Did Ripa clap?
I was the dude in the background when Jed Bush was like, "Please clap." He was like, "Ha, motherfucker, I ain't clapping."
You don't clap for me. You don't clap for no man.
Oh man, that's good stuff right there. All right, let's read some super chats. We still got another topic we may get to. If not, I'll just take it out of the title. I wanted to talk about the Unity thing, but I may just make a video on that because we are running late.
So we're going back to HTK bass player. Sorry that you've been waiting for so long to read this member message. For 4 months, I need this on my playlist. Open the door.
Oh,
shout out!
So
Thank
good.
you.
So good.
Chris Saneth for 2 months. Hi ho, Kermit the Fed here. There you go. Bill Sotheby for 20 months says, and Gary announced he's writing a book today on Real BBC. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. You, me, and the movies for 5 months. Happy Tano Tuesday, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. Great stuff.
Elsid Barrett for 14 months says, Hail Arudai. That must have been a typo. Anthony Buck for 7 months. ISOM 2 is awesome. I love it. Also, I love Melanie's new channel. Do you intend to include other versions once you're finished with the current one?
Thank you. Yeah, that's my plan. Right now I'm doing NLT because I feel like from what I've read, that's the easiest one to understand for people who've never heard the Bible or read the Bible. But then I'll be doing other translations after.
Ruben Christopher Haynes for 22 months. Hail to Tuesday night's main event. For 2 years, you have all kept my spirits up. I'm still fighting MS naturally. As of today, I am down 200 pounds, 175 more to go. I will be 199.
Amazing.
Awesome,
Good job.
Hell yeah.
I love that his goal is 199. That's amazing, man.
That's awesome.
Shout out to you, brother. That's
Shout
amazing.
out, Ruben. Christian Rocker for 6 months says Beardo has embraced the meme, unlike his mom, who has yet to embrace him.
Damn.
Wow.
No, I will have it on very good authority that Beardo's mom is a nice lady. She's actually a very nice lady. She
Hell
sent
yeah.
she sent
She is cool.
Beardo needed something done and she sent it, mailed it over, and I was like, yeah, that's a good mom right there.
She's
Yep.
good peeps.
Shout out. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. Shout out. Base D-Walk for 5 months. Corn emoji. Thank you. Vertical Horizons
That's for a rude
5
eye
months.
now.
God damn it! I knew that was coming. I knew as soon as they said that. Jeremy's gonna have some touch to it.
Vertical Horizons for 5 months. Jay plays on Soldier Boy console.
So I never even looked into that freaking console.
The Soldier Boy console.
Never
Was
had
it
it.
like some rebranded, like whatever that like Android console
Yeah.
was that came out a few years ago?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Ouya or whatever, like Ouya, whatever it was. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's like some Chinese shit that you rebranded.
Yep.
Arigato for a 1 month. YOLOs are weird and YOLO lost money.
YOLOs are
There
weird.
you go. I don't know who YOLO is, but lost money apparently.
Brockatron for 2 months. I was almost done a 1-to-1 scale Star Destroyer in Minecraft. Then my PS4 crapped out on me. It was so big that I can barely load in. BO1 is better than Titanfall 2.
No. Nothing's better than Titanfall 2. Although I will say,
Black Ops 1
I will
was pretty
say,
fucking
listen,
awesome.
No, Black Ops
I
1
will
is
say
not
that.
better.
And check. I got a private mess or the private chat, Beardo. But Black Ops 1 is the best Call of Duty ever. Okay, in my opinion, it's better than
that's
Modern
fair.
Warfare 1 or 2, and it's better than Blops 2. But it's still not better than Titanfall. Titanfall, I'm telling you, I will die on the hill. Titanfall 2 is the greatest FPS multiplayer ever. All right.
Yeah, it's basically like the FPS refined. Like if you can distill like what is an FPS supposed to be, then you'll try to figure it out. You'll do a bunch of research. You'll spend government money, but at the end of the day, it's just Titanfall. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I will not. I've been saying it for years, and yeah, it just is. I think if you play Titanfall, if you take the time there's a learning curve to it. It's not easy to jump into it's not easy like Call of Duty or Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like there's a slight learning curve. It's a very fast paced game. There's a lot of mechanics involved in it. If you learn the game, I promise you will fall in love with it. It is fantastic. It is fantastic.
If you don't look up in a first person shooter, Titanfall is going to penalize you every time. It is a verticality shooter, and there is no other shooter that like seamlessly blends that verticality with gunplay. In my opinion, there's no other.
And on PC, if you guys want to play, we're going to be playing on PC. I have it on all systems, but PC is what we're playing primarily on, and we do have a 199 clan in there there that I just created, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Did Titanfall copy Advanced Warfare?
No, Advanced Warfare copied Titanfall.
Advanced Warfare copied Titanfall and did a terrible job at it. Yes, so Titanfall was out first. So Titanfall 1 was made by the same development team that made Modern Warfare 1 and 2, the OG Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Yep. They left Infinity Ward that they were part of? Infinity Ward. They left and created Respawn. And then they created Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2.
Yep. And supposedly Titanfall 1 is working now too.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. That's the crazy part.
Don't give me hope.
Supposedly people are saying the Titanfall 1, and look, I love Titanfall 1's maps. I think Titanfall 1's maps are like the greatest first person shooter maps ever created. I wish they would like port some of them over to Titanfall 2 actually, because some of those maps are like so good. Because they didn't care. They didn't care about being balanced for teams. It was just pure like, this is an arena shooter essentially. Like, we're gonna have Titans, we're gonna add this stuff. But it was all about wall running, being able to go from one side of the map to the other without ever touching the ground. And that was beautiful.
I was not prepared for that. Here, I got the gift for it right here.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. What just happened?
I was not ready for Titanfall to be back. The first one.
Yeah, that's what I heard. People have been playing it. I got to try it out, but.
Okay. Whew.
Roger Miles for $20. Laura is best left as modern day Viking. Pillage and loot for the win.
I love it.
Super Duper Giles for $10. Hey Jay, just sent you an email with killer food recommendations for you when you're in Salt Lake City. The best burger you'll ever eat. We'll put all of Jeremy's silly East Coast burgers to shame.
Hey, tell them again where you're going to be this weekend, Jay.
Salt Lake City Fan X with Michael J. Fox, Gina Carano, and a bunch of other people. Only two Star Wars people are going to be there, Gina and Katie Sackhoff. That's kind of crazy. Like, no other Star Wars people are going to be there. All the Cobra Kai cast will be there. Back to the Future. Saved by the Bell. What?
You going to hang out with Zach Morris?
Yeah, man. I'm going to try to... Either I'm going to be really happy that I got to talk to Zach, or I'm going to be very upset that he's a total turd, you know? So it's like, it's going to be one or the other. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
That's funny.
Marcus Henry for $2. The One Piece is real. Thank you for the $2. Multi-Moldy for $5. Melanie, your new channel is awesome. Thanks for doing it.
Thank you.
James Cash for $10. Did you watch that disaster of a Steelers game last night, Melanie?
I did. I was on the edge of my seat. It turned out great in the end. It's funny because my fantasy team is like 95% Steelers and Browns players. So that was intense just for the fantasy element and because I'm a big Steelers fan. But my fantasy team won. Steelers won. It was a sloppy game. Defense had to score more than offense, but it worked out.
Nice.
You want to hear a tragic story?
Yes.
I'm a Jets fan.
Oh no, my brother is too.
Yep.
Oh,
that's how I was raised. It's
I'm
a tragedy. Yep.
I'm
I thought like, oh man, we're gonna do this Brett Favre thing all over again. We're gonna get the Packers sloppy seconds. Let's see how it goes. And boom, right there.
Flashbacks to Vinny.
And it's just like, you know what? This is why I'm done with the NFL. Like, fuck all this shit. The Jets are done. Like, I can't even do it.
Rodgers is tough though.
I know.
I had no idea his injury was that bad. He tries to get up and he falls. Like, but he, you know, Vinny Testaverde cried when he hurt his Achilles, and he wasn't even being a wimp for it. That's a painful thing. But
no, he
Aaron Rodgers
well,
is like
sucks.
a champ.
It sucks. It sucks.
Why are they calling the Browns? Last night they wore all white.
That's their new. They got new
the
alternate like color rush.
I thought they were supposed to have a new logo too. Like
they
the
do the elf. The elf.
Yeah. Well, that's
the
like their
guy.
mascot they had, but they actually were supposed to put this bulldog logo on their helmets. I thought, but
I think that's their new dog pound logo for their dog pound in their stadium.
Is he the only? Wait,
what happened?
I don't know what's going with that.
Jeremy's like, this just became Sports Wars. I'm out of here.
No. Everybody lagged up on me. Everybody.
That happened to me earlier. I had to refresh.
Yeah, like
and join
everybody.
in again.
Yeah, everybody froze up on me. So
that
I
happened to
didn't know.
me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yes, but we are. The reason we created a sports channel is because nobody wants to hear us talk about sports on here. I learned that the hard way.
Oh.
I was like, my fans, they'll support me, whatever, until I talk sports. Anybody that says I have an echo chamber, watch me talk about sports on here. And find out that nobody is going to listen to that shit.
Y'all saw Bama last night, and then like Jeremy went for like 2,000 people watching to like one.
Yeah.
Brandman had Nick Chubb in fantasy. I did too. that was just it's one of those things where it's like, oh, Nick Chubb's out. This is good for the Steelers right now, but this is really bad for my fantasy team. I paid entirely too much draft money on him.
That's exactly why I won my fantasy this week, is because I was playing against Nick Chubb and he got injured. I was like, all right.
His name is Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb out of Georgia.
Played for Georgia.
That's a great name.
He's actually pretty damn good too.
Yep.
Marcus Henry for $20. In my opinion, with a lot of the games, the lack of power they had added to the experience. Examples: Silent Hill, the fog we had was because of lack of power at the time, but was perfect for the game and got worked into the lore. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Marcus Henry. Feedin' D's nuts for $36. Hey Jay, tell Arudai he needs to get in his Queen mug ASAP to help cure that muppetosis. Soon he will be fully transformed into Kerbit the Fed, and it will be too late. He has even stopped admitting his love for our family.
Wow.
Do you want me to repeat that, Jay, so you can tell Arudai all that again?
Thank you for
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
36 feet in these nuts.
I learned if I set a number for chat to like do something that's going to be embarrassing, they will actually meet it. So I've stopped doing that. They've gotten me a few times.
Anyways, L box for $10.
Wow.
Wait, there is a 199 server for Titanfall 2. How can I sign up? And who do I have to sacrifice in order to play against you, Jeremy, and Rolo? Oh, and Beardo, I guess.
You're just gonna have to get good. That's the first requirement. But we might stream it later tonight, and we can get some people in there. So
hell yeah. Mountain Mutt for $2. Actually, for a 199. Who the hell forgot to invite Krista's forehead?
Yeah, I shouldn't make it. The 3-head didn't make it.
Marcus Henry for a 199. Why hasn't Ryan watched One Piece? Do you know?
Because he doesn't like to be happy. He's just like, if it's not gonna make him angry, he's not gonna watch. That's Ryan. I tried for years to get him to watch Cobra Kai, and he refused until he finally watched it. He goes, "It's pretty fucking good." I'm like, I told you for years. So maybe one day.
River Miles for $20 says sexual assault will get you a 20 quid fine in the United Kingdom, but dead naming gets you 20 years.
Sad but true.
Trucker Rob for a $20 says, I'm just here to dab on a Rudai.
Hail, Trucker Rob. Good to see you, man.
Hail. Uncle Squatch for $5. I show up and Jay's wearing a pirate hat. Now I know why y'all rum is gone. Why all the rum is gone.
Yeah, Jay.
Subscribe to my pirate channel.
Subscribe.
You want to tell them what your pirate channel is?
It's called The History of Pirates.
Do you have
Talks
a
about
link?
pirates. I don't have the
Imagine
link.
being such a big deal. Imagine being such a big deal that you just go subscribe to my pirate channel and don't tell anybody else anything. That's how big of a deal Jay is at this point.
Yep.
Well,
It's
Drunk
the first
3PO ain't doing
result.
so well right now, so I need something in my life.
It's because we haven't done high tea, man.
I don't know. I'm traveling, man. What are you gonna do?
I know.
Gina, I hope you give me a boost. I know you're watching.
Yeah, you teased me saying, we're gonna do high tea in a few weeks. Gina's gonna show up. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it.
I thought I was leaving Wednesday, and I got the airline tickets. I don't know, man. They want me to fly first class. It's a pain.
Oh,
I gotta leave on
man,
Thursday
they want
now.
you to fly first class, huh?
Yeah.
Poor
Jeez.
guy. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Tough, man.
We get F's
Marcus-
in the chat for Jay. We get F's in the
Yep.
chat for Jay. Feel bad for him. Nobody should have to deal with what he has to deal with. It's so sad.
Crazy life.
Hanging out with Gina, flying first class, it's a tragedy.
Riding rides with Melanie Mack.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Who else
Really
can?
tough. Yeah.
Poor Jay.
Poor
Man,
Jay.
I just
Unfortunate.
want to eat pizza, man, and like pizza and popcorn,
And corn.
maybe some corn.
And actual corn. Marcus Henry for a 199. The One Piece is real. Marcus Henry. Super Mayor EO for a 499. Jeremy should bring back the Justin Timberlake in sync hair.
I mean,
He doesn't have to bring it back.
It never
already there.
left.
I just
It's
have to take my
great.
hat off.
I
Melanie
don't
was
know
so
why
shocked.
you cover it all the time. I really expected you to have very thin hair. I was like, you're covering that?
Yes. I have I'm letting my hair grow out
amazing.
too. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Um,
I hate
I'm gonna-
my hair. It's terrible.
Really? I think it's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, I hate it. It got way too much attention when I was a kid, and then I had PTSD.
Oh.
That'll do it to you. I'm going to jump over to Rumble. The Unicycle Peon for $20. I bet the Fallout 3 remaster will remove the slavery and add pronouns. Vault 95 Survivor for $5 for all Tuesday night's main event. One of the greatest war movies ever made is My Way. A Korean-made movie covers the Olympic tryouts, Second Russo-Japanese War, and World War II. Watch it in subs. The dub was awful. It's worth a watch. Vault,
Check that out.
Vault 95
really
Survivor.
good.
Yep. For another $2, Jeremy. Since failed to pronounce this last time, I guess someone else could try it. Rolo said "flack" over the target earlier. Flack is an acronym for holy fucking shit.
Go for it. You got this.
For Flugzeug Aber Cannon, which means aircraft defense cannon. Thank you, Vault 95 Survivor.
One of the best weapons in Unreal Tournament too, the flag cannon.
How's my pronunciation, Rollo?
I mean, it's German, so it's like Flugzeug Abwehr
Kanon. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's tough to say. I haven't heard.
I needed a little bit more into it, I guess. Jay Schwabach for a 50 over on Locals
50
says 6.5 million subs plus red pill equals CIA. I smell a Fed in the kitchen.
And he's not talking about a root eye.
Not this time. Vault 95 Survivor for another $1. Rollo was correct about the leftists being angry at Rush Limbaugh's success. Leftists tried their own mass radio show like Air America, which was a massive flop. They spent millions just to lose it.
So it's hang on. Our boys here, Donnie Danko, the thumbnail man, is here. Donnie,
I love his avatar.
Best words.
I love it.
I got words. The best words.
Trump is like overwhelmed by 3D. He's like, oh my God, it's the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, Donnie, everybody was complimenting your thumbnail work tonight. So
awesome,
shout out to
man.
Donnie Danko.
The Hercules Hernandez for $2 says, what are your thoughts on Game of the Year, Spider-Man 2? I might have a few thoughts.
You gotta play it first.
Yeah, I mean, it looks phenomenal.
We got a lot of information this weekend.
I guarantee you, Rip ain't me playing it. So it does. It looks really, really fucking good, and it looks like there's just a lot more meat on the bone this time for sure. There's a lot more added to it. Yeah. It's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be Game of the Year. I still think it's probably Baldur's Gate. It is probably the front runner at this point.
Look, I got a controversial take here. Like I don't feel like, as the resident Xbox fanboy, I don't feel like any of the first party PlayStation 5 games have been bad. God of War was amazing. Obviously Spider-Man was a great game as well. And even the one that people love to hate on, Horizon Forbidden West, you don't have to make Aloy a lesbian. You don't have to do it. Like, the game is awesome.
Well,
you can just be like, F everybody. But yes, I know. Yes. Obviously the canon is going to choose differently, but every PlayStation 5 single player game that I've played has been phenomenal.
My issue with a lot of the PlayStation 5 single player games, though, is they're just too cinematic. I just can't get into them that much
But
anymore.
you still put 100 hours into them. So I'm okay with putting 100 hours into a game with 2 hours of cinematics, because that's basically what it amounts to. So I'm totally okay with that, with the investment that you put in.
There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I did really like Horizon Zero Dawn. So maybe I just need to actually give Forbidden West a chance.
I will give Zero Dawn like credit in that it's one of the most original science fiction stories that's come out in the last 10 years, in my opinion. Like, I think it's completely original. I like the arc. I like how Aloy develops as a character. I think they tried to make her too masculine in Forbidden West a little bit, but because they give you some of that choice, like you can choose, I'm not going to spoil things, but you can kind of choose to approach conversations with different characters that may have interest in her in certain ways. And to me, it kind of like comes out as Mass Effect. Like, you can choose to have relationships, or you can choose to just be like, no, I don't want to go out with anybody. I'm like kicking like robotic dinosaur ass over here. I ain't got time for this shit. So I think from a gameplay perspective, the technology that that they incorporate in the game, I think it's actually a really good open world game. And it's one of my favorites that I played. At least gameplay wise, I think it's pretty awesome. So
Beardo, on Spider-Man, gives a quick kind of 2-minute kind of pitch on Spider-Man and what you're excited about.
Well, so this weekend we had a little PlayStation showcase, and they invited a whole bunch of people, like, you know, influencers and YouTubers and stuff, to play a 2-hour demo that takes place, you know, in the middle of the game. They didn't really specify where in the timeline of the story it was, but so there's just a whole bunch of new stuff. The game is just completely customizable as far as like being able to switch between the symbiote suit and what you can do with it. Like, if you want to wear the symbiote suit in the game but don't want to use the symbiote powers, you can customize his weapons so you use the actual Peter Parker regular weapons or gadgets while still wearing the symbiote suit, and vice versa. If you like all the symbiote shit, but you want to wear some of the alternate costumes, you are not locked to wearing the symbiote suit during the symbiote arc in the game. And the cutscenes will reflect that too. So if you want to wear some of these, funky outfits for Spider-Man, the cutscenes will reflect that even in the symbiote arc. The gliding in the game, the new webwing gliding, they said that it behaves a lot like the Arkham Knight gliding, except it's a little bit faster, but pretty much behaves like the exact same way. Also, Spider-Man has a rage mode similar to Kratos' rage mode in God of War. So like his Spartan rage, it's called his symbiote rage, and he pretty much just lets all hell break loose. And I mean, there's 65. They announced there's going to be 65 new suits, all for that's combined for Peter and Miles. But every single suit has 4 different color palettes that you can choose from. So it totals up to, it's like 260 different Spider-Man suits that are going to be in the game that aren't locked by paywall. There's not going to be, paying for any of this microtransactions. It's all unlocked in the game that you're going to be able to get for free. And if you pre-order it, you're going to get some of them just right off the rip as soon as you plug in the game. The story is apparently going to be about the same length as the first one. If you just blow through the main mission, they're saying it's going to be about 18 to 20 hours worth of content. Given the side missions, roughly 35 hours. And then if you want to platinum the game, it's going to be about 45 to 50 hours for 100% completion on everything, which I think is great. That's satisfying. That's pretty much what God of War was, God of War Ragnarok. If you played through the main story, you did a few of the side missions, by the time you beat the game, you put about 42, 45 hours into the game, and it was a full fucking game. Shit, what else? So in the open world, depending on what Spider-Man you play as, because you're going to be able to play as Spider-Man, or you can play as Miles Morales. When you're web swinging through the city as Peter Parker, sometimes you'll just see fucking Miles Morales just fly past, and you'll just like see him in the open world. He's gonna go do something. You'll get a call on the police scanner. Hey, there's this fucking robbery from this Maggia crime family, whatever. You go there. Sometimes you'll fight the mission alone. Sometimes Miles will already be there fucking people up. Sometimes you'll start the fight, and then all of a sudden you won't even need to press any buttons or anything. Miles will just come in and start helping you out, and vice versa. If you're swinging around as Miles, you'll see Peter Parker just swinging around in the open city, just doing his fucking thing. And
are you saying Miles Morales is Miles Morales? Is that what you're saying?
I am. I'm
Okay.
using very clever. Rip us here. I don't want to get fucking roasted. But I mean, as far as Miles Morales goes, man, his own game was more of like a tech demo for the power of the PS5, and it launched with the PS5. I found enjoyment while it was short. It was like a 7-hour campaign. I still found enjoyment from it, even though it's Miles Morales. I understand all the stuff and the hate about Miles Morales being Miles Morales and not Spider-Man. I'm team Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Obviously, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. But as far as his game being entertaining, it was good. It was good content. I didn't have a problem with the game.
Yeah, and I think, the Spider-Man 2 is going to be great. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the reaction will be. And look, if we can get it to a point, because as I've talked about with the website and everything, like my goal with what we're trying to do, I want to revamp the website, and I want to kind of create like our own, like the Geeks and Gamers Awards. You know what I mean? Where movies, television, video games, and I want to build the infrastructure to where, it can be like, the team does their thing, other creators that are part of what we're doing. We can have the fans have their own vote, and we can see if they line up. And that's like something that will be placed there forever. Like we can, and every year we can update, and we can always go back. Like what one game of the year here? Because really, what matters is a group of individuals that aren't going to be told that they can't have their own opinions. You can have whatever opinion you want. You know what I mean? We're not gonna tell people they can't have their opinions and shit like that. So that's what we want to get to. We want to get to that point, but it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of resources, and that's what we're trying to do. So you guys be on the lookout for that.
One last thought on Spider-Man before I move on. Rumor is you're going to be able to play as Venom. So that's gonna be badass.
All right.
Mark of Reality over on Rumble for $1 says, "Cool stream."
Well, thank you.
Vault 95 Survivor for another $1. This is a part 1 of 2. Says a couple weeks ago, Melanie said lefties tried to infiltrate anime translation houses. I fear my second favorite anime may be a victim to that. The Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Are they going to come for that?
But she is not evil. Part 2 says, I was talking to a Japanese man and he said that the Saga of Tanya the Evil's correct title is actually Military Chronicles of a Little Girl. I think the current Western translation is bias.
Uh-oh. I love Tanya the Evil. I really like the anime too. I'm curious about the localization changes and stuff though. I wasn't aware of anything.
Well, they're gonna come for everything. That's why I was talking about this. What did I say? I think was it Friday Night Tights, and I basically said I kind of don't want GI Joe to get like mega popular because like just let it continue to be what it is. Get it kind of fly under the radar because the moment something comes mega popular, that's when they just like, oh, we have to make this. And they fucked with GI Joe enough as it is over the years within the comic and even in some of the stores. So leave it be, leave it alone.
The Hercules Hernandez for another buck. Is it just exclusive for black people, or do we have to give people of color a ticket for visiting it? Referring to Wakanda.
Wakanda
forever. Wakanda forever. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, I have a black friend named Ryan, and that's why I was able to get into the opening weekend of Black Panther too. So I won't have a problem. So I'm good. I'm good on that front.
He's in. Vault 95 Survivor.
He had a G unit chain when he was younger too. So I'm totally.
He gave him the pass. He slid him the pass.
Ryan with a G unit chain is the fucking most weird shit ever.
I'm honestly not surprised though, if I'm being honest.
Vault 95 Survivor for another buck. Melanie, I just dedicated a tab to your Bible channel. Thank you for making it. I also enjoy watching the 10-part miniseries, The Bible. It is very well made and helped me understand the stories even more.
Awesome.
Wash Snow Ghost for $10. Get Starlink for backup. We need to have a backup.
Yeah, so I've looked into a couple of I was talking to the Quartering about Starlink. I saw he was just tweeting about how unreliable it is. But again, if it's just for backup, I gotta have some type of backup because Spectrum sucks.
We gotta buy. So back in the day, AT&T used to have microwave towers that used to broadcast wirelessly to one another. So we can get a microwave tower from my roof to G&G HQ, and you can feed off of my 2 gigs.
Hell, let's go.
Do.
Let's do it.
It can go like hundreds of miles. So like 20 or 30 miles is not going to be a big deal.
Let's see. We have a celebrity super chatted. Chris Benoit for $10.
Everybody's just waiting.
Hi, Mr. Drunk 3PO. My son loves pirates and watches your channel. I do not approve of you promoting a lifestyle of theft and violence. After I tuck my son in for the night, I want to have words with you. You have anything for Mr. Chris Benoit?
I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, so you guys please subscribe before I'm killed on a Bowflex.
Shay, if you really want to get the 5,000 subscribers, make a video on that channel and say Chris Benoit attacked me. A lot of people will click on that video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And have Josiah make the thumbnail.
Should probably do it on Drunk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maticus Finch for $5. Thank you, Melanie, for your Bible channel. My grandfather recently passed away, so it has been helpful listening to her soothing voice read God's word.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry for your loss, but thank you so much, and I'm glad that it's helping you.
Absolutely. Paul Blunt for a $2.79 says, aye, aye, Captain Tardbeard. Aye, aye. KCW for a $1.99.
He saluted it.
Did Melanie's Vader already? Gig 'em, gig 'em?
Gig 'em, gig 'em.
There you go.
I don't
Shadow
even know
saying
what that
for-
is. Like what? All right, what is that? Someone explain that to me. Like every time you do it, Rippa cringe is like awful.
Gig 'em, apparently, I didn't know this, but Gig 'em is like Aggies.
Texas
A&M, yeah.
Yeah, Texas A&M. It's their thing. But You were there. How do you not know? You are
I wasn't
retarded.
paying attention. I don't know.
He is retarded. She says,
That was when they
man.
someone else sent a donation.
No.
Call me
asked-
retarded.
Oh no.
Someone else sent a dono and asked me to do the NPC thing where it's like, yum, 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 ice cream.
Yeah,
And
I
so then
remember
someone else sent a dono and said, Melanie, can I get a gig 'em? And they just thought I was going to do like the regular gig 'em or whatever they do. I didn't know what it was, so I just tried to do the AI thing. I was like, gig 'em, gig 'em.
I got okay.
I mean, it's like a Pokemon. Like you throw out, go gig 'em, and then it pops
Yeah.
out. And it
Sounds
says,
like,
gig 'em,
yeah.
gig 'em.
Gig 'em, gig 'em.
That's what you sound like. It's great.
Did she
so
just
good.
call me retarded?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, she did.
So
More
in
than
2
once.
hours, she said,
More
"I
than
hate
once.
you and you're retarded."
I love you, Jay. I'm sorry.
That glorious return.
Shadow saying for a 199. Geeks and Titans. Marcus Henry for $2. Krista equals the real Cleopatra.
Hey, there
Yes, I see it.
Thank you.
Clifton 3D for a 250 says hashtag Arud, I was right about hashtag fear the pixel. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I was right. I was right.
Sure you were. Possum throwing champion for $2. Hi, Krista.
Hi.
Possum throwing champion.
How did
Is
you
that
feel
real?
about that? How did you feel about that one, Krista?
Yeah, it's everyone was tagging me in it. It was the orangutan orangutan throwing a possum out of gosh. I don't like orangutans.
Orangutan through a possum?
Yeah.
You didn't see? Oh yeah,
You
Jay
didn't
was
see that?
gone. Yeah.
I've kind of been away. I don't know, man.
Possum,
The
like,
orangutan
broke,
like climbed up like this antenna tower
Wait, is this
and was
new?
just
Well,
yeah.
no, the possum climbed
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
the orangutan pen.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
the
It was just-
orangutan was like, what the fuck is this rat doing here? And it, like threw it like
Yeah.
50 feet, man. It was like 30
Yeah,
feet
it's
up.
hot.
and
It,
was
it,
like,
it was a bomb.
boom. And
Yeah.
you could tell like that
like
possum did
terrible.
not survive that impact on the ground. It was
Yeah.
like it was crazy. man.
You don't
It
know
sent me
that.
out.
Oh, it was dead. It was dead.
Yeah.
Hold on to hope,
That thing
Krista.
died.
Hold on to hope.
There was
Yeah.
momentum. There was altitude. Like that was that
Mhm.
that orangutan could be a major league pitcher. That
And,
was
and a
great
little
throw.
bit of hate behind it too.
Yeah, there was like get the
Yeah.
out of here.
That's terrible.
Chris is not happy about this topic at all.
I don't like orangutans. They have long boobies.
That's it. So, Krista, we're gonna take you to Busch Gardens. They have an orangutan pen, and the orangutans always go against the glass. You can hash it out with the
No,
orangutan.
they're,
right there. Yes.
they're
You got to
saggy.
talk to him
Have
about it and
long
ask him like, what
boobies?
does he think about this? He's always there. He's just hanging out near the glass. And he's just like chilling. So you can ask him
Yeah,
like,
what
what
does
does he
that
think about
mean?
this?
I'm looking at monkeys now. I
There
don't
goes
see long boobies.
Don't Google it, Jay.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
Nah, I'm not
Oh,
gonna watch
boy.
the throwing of a
Man.
Oh, that was good.
long
Uh,
boobies.
Long boobies, huh? All right.
That's the new meme now. Krista's created that for orangutans.
Donnie Danko, we need a long boobies emote.
I don't think we can put that one on.
Maybe on Kick.
Yeah, sidekick.
Oh man. Oh, that was good.
All right, Pyro Rampa for $5. Jay, the N64 is your favorite controller? What kind of alien inbreed hands do you have?
Normal.
They're normal. Thanks for the 5. Bird Up for $5. Xbox is the 360 era. Oh, Xbox in the 360 era was God Emperor. Current Xbox is gay.
I mean,
I think a lot of people probably share that sentiment.
We're
I
gonna
think a
save
lot of
that.
people would
We're
agree
gonna
with
save that discussion for console for next week because we've ran so late this week. But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to have a good discussion about the best console and why there's only one answer. But we'll save that for next week.
I'm gonna try to run through these quickly. Mr. Enigma for a 199. Fallout 3 remaster. Yes. Cheers to all and God bless. Thank you, Mr. Enigma. Marcus Henry for a 199 says, "Go touch grass, Beardo." I will tomorrow. Glenn for $2. Krista looks extra Mexican with the new hairstyle.
Gracias.
Gracias. Leave the kids alone for $5. Young Ripa has his own comic series. He wins all the bragging rights.
That is it's a good point.
That is
it's a
true.
Good point.
Marcus Henry for a 199 says YOLO Orello.
What?
That long pause for like
what?
He totally just pulled a what? Here's a good one. Jay's gaping butthole for $2.
Wow. It could be another Jay, not me.
Melanie wins bragging rights with the Needlers 2024.
Oh man, I had a Needler too. Man.
Oh really? I bet my
I've got a
Needler's bigger.
Well, if you want, okay. Here we go.
I got a foam pirate sword.
Here. I have one right here.
Okay, let's see.
The Lancer from Gears of War right here.
Oh,
there you go. That's a good one right here.
Okay, that is a good one.
There you go.
Is
That's
awesome.
a good one. So
that's
there you
pretty
go.
badass.
It's the Lancer from Gears of War.
Wow.
Dude, Gears is so awesome, dude.
With blood on it.
Love
With
Gears
the
is-
blood.
Gears is awesome.
Hell
Jay,
yeah.
you've never played Gears, have you?
I got a foam
Gears is
pirate
good.
sword.
Gears is good, man. Gears is good.
I don't know.
Gears is excellent.
That was the
At least
like
the first two. The first
I
two.
don't have a cool gun.
I think that was like the like a collector's edition of Gears of War 2 that I ordered, and they came
got
with
something.
that back in the day.
None of y'all got this.
Where's he going?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Bird up for $5. The first person to whip out their Atari 2600
2600
joystick Gavin McGinnis style wins. Shout out, thank you, Bird up. Jay's gaping butthole for another $2. This is another way to spy on you and delete you. I don't know what you're
He
talking
showed
about.
up right when that happened.
I got a Red
look at
Ryder
that.
BB gun with a compass.
I love it.
Yeah, from Christmas Story. I almost said a Toy Story. Toy Story. Anybody else
I
got a Red
real
Ryder?
gun.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a real gun.
I mean, we can't show those.
I don't think I can
I
show
know we
those.
can't show them on stream.
Yeah,
show
we
those
got a
off.
few of those back there. I can't
Yeah.
hold those.
Bruh for $5 says, bruh.
I'll shoot my eye out.
Serenity 2 Witches for another $5, but Starfield is boring.
It's boring. All right, since
boring.
I am in Orlando, so I don't have my normal stuff. But I got a few things here. All right, we got Jordan versus Bird. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Right there.
That's
All right, we
awesome.
got that. Okay. We've got the X-Men from the Genesis. Look at
Nice.
there.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
a classic.
nice.
That's
Mhm.
a classic.
But the one that will be the badass one is Super Mario 3 in the box.
Yeah.
Nice.
With the instruction manuals are perfect. The instruction manuals are perfect. The box is near perfect. That right there. That's the jam. But yeah, it's got I think it's got instruction manual. Make sure here. So it's got the Nintendo sleeve and everything in perfect
Nice.
condition.
Nice.
And
Nice.
let's see here. Yeah, look at that instruction manual right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. So there you go.
Beautiful.
So there's my bragging rights for the night. But that's all. I don't have a lot here. We got a few things here to show off. But obviously a lot of my stuff is in Pensacola. But it is clean. This is very clean.
Hell yeah. No, that looks perfect.
Sketch for $2. Jay, did you come back from a crazy goat party?
No.
No. Pyro Rampa for $5. When the Paper Mario remake was announced, I was wondering, is this what Melanie felt like for Tomb Raider? I play it on the GameCube at least once a year.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Glenn for $5. Jay probably also played Dead or Alive, Extreme Beach Volleyball, very late at night. Shout out.
Volleyball game, yeah.
Ben West for $5. My name is Chris Benoit, and I need some dating advice. I have a fossil.
Christy's got you with that.
I have a fossil, and I really want to know how old it is.
God damn it.
Carbon
Dude, the
dating
best-
is usually the way to go.
Shout out to Chrissy, dude. A couple like 2 weeks ago on Friday Night Tights, we were 3 hours into the show. 3 hours into the show, and Gary suddenly like we're laughing. He goes, "Where's Chrissy?" And we're like, "We're 3 hours into the show, Gary. Like it's just we're 3 hours into the show. He just suddenly remembered 3 hours into it. She wasn't here. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, you're getting old, bro. You're getting old. Or maybe him and Az just had too good of a time. I don't know, but I stand by the fact that Az seemed like the dominant one in that relationship when they were hanging out. All right, I'm just saying, Az seemed like the alpha.
Objectively, a cat for $2. Mahler's had an eventful week.
Yeah, he has. Shout out to Mahler.
Brandon Clark for $2. Monkey Island in Sea of Thieves GOAT update. You played it yet, Jay?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brandon
Pretty
Clark
good.
for $5. Rippa. Check the new Alone in the Dark. Looks like a revisit or redesign using the OG characters more than just a remaster. Ingrid Valdez rules.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Brandon Clark for $2. Ever get that shadow run on the G&G tabletop? We'll have to ask Arudai when he's back. Havoc for $5. Rose.
Oh, there he goes.
Okay, Arudai.
Yes.
Brandon Clark has a question for you. And it's $2.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. I just got back. What was it?
Yeah. Ever get that shadow run on the G&G tabletop?
No, not yet. Not yet. We are slowly expanding as our team grows, and we just got the Warhammer 40K that you guys have been asking for. We expanded into Savage Worlds. Even going to do a little Alien RPG. But as the team grows and the interest grows and our subscribers grow, more things will be covered. Trying to get over 10K, so come sub over there. The more barriers we break, the more content we can bring you.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Havoc for $5. Rose McGowan came out questioning the reports. Sounds pretty major.
Talking about the Russell Brand one?
I think that's probably what they're referring
Okay.
to. Marcus Henry for $5. What do you do when you get an anonymous accusation against you? There's nothing you can do about it. This hasn't even hit court yet. It's just terrible.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's one that's been weaponized, and that's the scary part of it.
Yep.
And that's why, just like I said, man, doesn't matter who you like, who you don't like, man. Getting accused of stuff is terrible, and it should be treated as a serious manner and not a "ooh, I gotcha" manner. You know, treat these things treat them with the seriousness that they deserve, no matter who it is.
Tony Morrow for a 199 says most Hollywood elites are secretly CIA operatives.
Most?
That's what they said. Most Hollywood elites are
wouldn't
secretly
be
CIA
surprised.
operatives. Rolo, any thoughts?
Man, I mean, look, there's always
Probably
been a
giving
history
them
of it.
way too much credit.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stupid people out there, but if you can have people that can lie effectively, that's always useful for intelligence agencies. So take that information as you will.
Jared the American for a 199 says, Jeremy, I sent you something on Twitter. Major TDS alert.
All right, I'll check it out.
True Vintage for a $5. This is why I support the death penalty for any woman who falsely accuses a man of the R word. This will deter false acquisitions. There you go. Vex Fear for $2. Come on, Arudai. Let's see those Kermit arms.
Are you entertained?
That was actually kind of good.
I've got to see a lot of Kermit memes, so
there you go.
Should be good.
Marcus Henry for a 199 says, Arudai, do it again.
Oh, no, I'm not falling for that. Nice try.
Marcus Henry for a 199 says, Krista, did you see Chopper's live action design?
So when that super chat came in, I actually looked it up, and I don't know if it's legit, but if it is, it's really cute.
So was it just a rumor that's going around?
I suppose. I mean,
this is the one you showed me, right? Not the live action design, but the character you showed
Yeah,
me, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Krista's like all in on One Piece stuff right now. She's been
grinding.
she's been following all of it. It's awesome, man, and I'm enjoying the anime. And you know, I'm just That's what a live action should do. It should be good enough to make you interested in the source material, and that's exactly what it's done.
Praise be Allah for $2. Rudai, why are you gray?
Probably because of you guys. That's probably why. I'm getting all sorts of grays between you guys, Heavy, and the D's Nuts clan. So thank you.
Look at a Rudai blaming the chat. That always
Yeah,
goes over
damn,
well.
man.
That
Good
always
job.
goes over well.
Good job there, buddy.
Well,
Don't worry,
see you
they'll get me
later.
back.
Chokan D's nuts for $3.60.
They're going in full force today.
I apologize for the Fed's Muppetosis flare-up.
I'm not apologizing.
Shout out. David Cole for $5. Beardo eats corn the long way and pronounces Geneva the wrong way. Isn't it Geneva?
Geneva.
Geneva.
Wait, what are we talking about? How's it spelled?
I don't believe you.
It's also
Like the
Andor.
Geneva
So it's-
Convention?
it's also Andor.
It's Geneva, and I will not be told otherwise.
it's Geneva.
Oh my god.
Shadow saying for a 199. Rank your favorite One Piece characters so far.
So if we're looking at just going off live action, I mean, it's impossible not to like Luffy. And as I said, just early on in the anime, I like Luffy more in the live action than I do the anime. But I've only seen a little bit. Probably my favorite character is Mihawk in the live action, and I only saw a little bit of him, but damn, he was fascinating. Mihawk would be my favorite because I'm so interested to find out more about him. Zoro is probably second. Yeah, so I'd put Mihawk and then Zoro. But yeah, Luffy's just so likable, and it's impossible not to like him in the live action.
Pyro Rampa for $5. Beardo told Arudai, "Hey, hold my corn."
I did not hold his corn.
I can confirm. Death Through Doom for a $2. Stop putting Arudai on. Get Sevi on next time.
Wow, that is backstabbing right there. Damn, guys.
Rudai's not even worth. It's not even worth having him here anyway. So he's not even that good. Yeah.
When I saw him on the thumbnail, I'm like, what are we doing? What are we?
he
Look,
even got
sometimes you
the
gotta
featured
scrape the bottom
spot.
of the barrel. Okay.
Bird Up for $5 says X-Files should have ended after the first movie. It went sharply downhill after that. It's still my favorite show, though.
I never watched X-Files. I always
I
wanted
agree with
to,
that. Yeah.
but I never watched it.
First
Steel
movie
Leg
was
of
great. Second movie, no.
Steel Leg of History for a 199. Jay, you should use my picture for yours pirates.
Yeah, Jay.
For yours pirates. That's how we type it.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks,
Jay.
Jay.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Steel Leg.
Thanks, Jay.
Pyro Rampa for $5. That's Jay, everyone. He's the best of us.
He is the best of us.
And he is.
It's
Eric
true.
K for a $2 says, "Yay, Jay!" Thank you.
All right.
Marcus Henry for a 199. You guys remember the KFC console?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Why y'all blow me up for? What the heck?
I remember that KFC console. Fantastic Mr. Knox for a $5. I beg to differ. If you've played Titanfall, then the transition to Titanfall 2 should be easy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you play Titanfall 1.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
just gotta
you-
learn the maps and the
Yeah.
different Titans in your
Yeah,
ship.
but if you haven't played Titanfall 1 and you're just jumping right into Titanfall 2, what I'm saying is that there's a bigger learning curve. There's a steeper learning curve to Titanfall than there is like Call of Duty or Fortnite or something like that. That's all I'm saying.
Hose
campaign.
Yes.
Jose for a 199 says, "Yes, Titanfall 1 works. I've been playing it since yesterday."
What? This is
There you
crazy.
go.
I got to look into this.
There you go. Marcus Henry for a 199 says, "It's all about the dog pound, Melanie."
Oh,
Celluloid Dream for a 199. Jeremy acting like he's a Titanfall scientist pro.
I'm not a pro. There are people far better than me, but I am very passionate about that game. I'm pretty damn good at the game, but there's If you entered me like a tournament, I mean, I'd get wrecked by some of these fucking people in playing.
I forgot what his name was. He played on Xbox. He had like a name that started with like EL or something. He was one of the best like Xbox players. And in one of the dying days of Titanfall, we ended up getting matched up against him on a stream, and we ended up beating his teams. Like we destroyed his team, but he was like, he had over 200 points, but it doesn't matter because we beat his ass. So yeah, I'm good with that. But
you get over 200 points in Titanfall, you ain't fucking
that's-
around. You're not going to get that by accident.
No, it usually you'll see some of the 200 points like every like 5 matches. You'll see somebody break that because you can get like 25 kills and still not break 200.
Yep.
Shadow saying for a 199, Jay looks like he's about to find the One Piece.
He's king of the pirates.
Yeah.
The Beast for
I thought,
$5.
like Jay, I thought you were gonna say something, and then Krista said he's the king of pirates. Like he leans in because he's like, and Krista said he says king of the pirates, and Jay goes, "Yeah."
That's what I was gonna say. That. That's what I was gonna say.
I thought you were gonna lean in and say, "Thank you for the super chat."
I was gonna say I'm king of the pirates.
The Beast
connected like that.
The Beast for $5. Aloha, everyone. Like the Hawaiian shirt fed Rudai, but we still don't claim you. Love the new channel, Melanie. Viva la Puerto Rico and remain blessed all. Thank you, The Beast.
Thank you.
Hemorrhoid hurts.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Hemorrhoid hurts for a $7.99. Says 4 top Aussie rugby league teams play in Vegas March 2nd, 2024. Aussie Nerd Invasion. You guys want to go? It'll be a blast. Well, it does sound fun, but hopefully your issue gets resolved by March of next year.
Krista wrote on Twitter, long TD.
What did she put? Let's see.
Like long booby.
Oh, no.
Wow.
You know what? I'll fucking show it. So
Don't retweet it.
Don't retweet it?
Oh wow! That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh.
Why are they so long? Orangutans are so disgusting. I don't know why people just go see them.
Boobs the long way.
Oh no.
There's got to be an emote for that too.
Oh,
Just a bikini that you can make it really long.
Oh boy. James Cash for $5. Don't show pictures of the Disney black bear. Fed Rudai will get excited. Is that a Baldur's Gate thing, Rudai? Did you fuck the bear?
Listen, just because I played Baldur's
Fucked
Gate 3
Rudai fucked the bear.
doesn't mean that I was going to fuck the bear, okay?
In the game?
That's gross.
Yeah.
In the game. In the game!
Yeah.
Yes, in the
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
It's not IRL.
Oh my goodness. Zero Cool for $2. Who has fallen off? Who has fallen faster off of the polls? Biden or Ohart?
Oof. That's rough. That's Owen Hart. That's rough.
Jordan Horst for $2. I just want them to make an M-rated Venom game. That'd be fun. Actually, the developers of the Spider-Man games, they're developing a Wolverine game. So
Really?
I hope, yeah, that should be rated M. Dan C for $5. Jay, more patches and rum when? Love listening to the pod conversations.
It's happening soon. I'm putting the team together. So yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys like that.
Kyle Denson for a $4.99. Ripa is an undercover environmentalist because if you got him a physical copy of Marvel Spider-Man 2, he'd toss it in the recycling bin. Mr. Bubba Matt for $5. Awesome Lancer. Gears of War is awesome, and I ain't talking about the Coalition versions. Those ones suck.
Thank you.
I want to play Gears of War.
They were actually okay. Like the multiplayer was actually good in those games.
I've never
like,
played the multiplayer.
liked-
I've only played the campaigns.
I liked 5. Of the
I liked
Coalition ones.
5 was much better than 4 in my opinion.
Yep,
like the
I couldn't even
campaign
beat 4. 5 I loved though.
Yeah, the campaign was actually really, really awesome. And
I
if
beat
you
it
can
twice,
get somebody, if you can get somebody that's a really good Jack, like it's really good. Like my brother was really good as playing as the drone, and I played with my wife, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I could see the potential. Now I don't know how they're gonna write themselves out of that like choice that you have to make at the end of the game. It's gonna be interesting, and I feel like the Coalition has delayed the game because they don't know what they're gonna do with that. And honestly, like Marcus Phoenix is the most tragic character in video games. I'm sure Melanie can like agree, can like speak to this. Like he gets so screwed over.
He does.
Like that's part of what makes me like the newer Gears, because I'm like, man, you did Marcus like this. Like this is fucked up. Can't believe you did that. And then his fucking tomatoes too. Like, how can you do that to the man? Come on, man.
Ultra for $5. Jeremy, look for the WWE clip of Donald Trump telling Satina Marella she is not a woman and to leave the woman's locker room.
Let's see if I can find it. I'm not going to play it if I find it, because WWE will hit you on anything. It's ridiculous.
Eric K for another $2. Gary is writing a book. My Night with the. And that's it.
Silverback.
I don't know. There's maybe there was an emoji in there.
Yeah, there was.
There was. Okay. Taker for $5 says, Beardo, do you remember when you asked Jeremy to help you and he took off his hat and put it on your head and said, of course I won't, Essler, get to work? All right. Thank you, Taker.
He does not remember.
I think that might have been a made-up story. Nick Brown for a $1.99. Do you prefer when or also to PC or video games? I'm going to read that again.
Yeah.
Do you prefer when or also to PC or video games? That is how it's typed.
Yes.
If I can play on PC, then I will choose the PC version. If it's not like total garbage, like if it's not obvious that they made a shitty PC port.
So I have every system. Obviously, I have top tier PC. If I have the option, number one, let's just talk about first Switch. If there's a third party game, I'm playing it on a PS5 or a Xbox over my Switch. I play first party Nintendo games on the Nintendo. Anything else I'll play on my PlayStation. I will take PlayStation over the PC if I have the choice, because I would rather. It's just like, just to play Titanfall. I had to fucking do all this dumb shit.
But that was a special case.
Yeah, I don't understand how that happened to you though.
Yeah.
Like it worked for me like right away.
I installed it, opened it, and I was playing in 2 minutes.
Hailstorm had to explain it, but Hailstorm had to, like, there were so many things we had to do. And you could Google it right now. I mean, there's a Titan, especially with Titanfall 2, there's some kind of thing. And I'm like, why can't I just fucking play it? Like I just popped it in my PlayStation 5 from my Xbox One, and I'll play it. But I'm not. But I'm also like, I'm also not a fan of like constantly having to upgrade the equipment to get the best experience. Like, let me just play on the console. You know what I mean?
I'm with Rolo. If I can play it on PC, I'm play it on PC. Unless it's a console exclusive, then I'll play it on my PlayStation.
Usually I do Xbox unless I can do PC and like get away with it if it's cross-platform. Yeah. So why not? I mean, I invested too much money on that damn thing. I gotta play games on it.
Yeah.
Here you go, Jeremy. Flayed Air Flanley.
Flayed Air Flanley.
For a $1.99. Says Jay, give us your best. I've got a jar of dirt.
Like Jack Sparrow would say it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a little late.
I've got a jar of dirt.
What the hell's being late? What does being late have to do with anything?
Because I don't have a jar of dirt. He holds.
Do you have a jar? Do you have a jar of dirt like earlier in the day?
Is it because your teeth are crooked?
Just go outside real quick, like grab a pull some grass
being
out
late
of the
have to
ground
do with
and,
anything,
take the
Jay?
dirt and you're like,
We'll wait, Jay.
Yeah,
put in a small like ragu jar or something.
So you're saying if it's happened at 3 p.m., you would have the jar of dirt with you?
I might.
When's the last time you had a jar of dirt?
Well, I got like plants in the other room. They got dirt in them.
But go get one.
They don't. So what's the difference in now versus 3 p.m.?
I got a jar of dirt. You happy?
He's just like, let's get this over with.
Thank you.
I'm not an actor. I don't know. I don't do stuff like that. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Fantastic Mr. Knox for a $5 says Orangeagontan boobs remind me of Miss Chukondick in South Park.
Krista started a whole new meme tonight.
He did.
All right, here we go. Let's
Boobs the long way.
We just got some. Actually, let's do Rumble first before we knock out the member messages. Vault 95 Survivor with another buck says, Melanie, if you haven't read the Saga of Tanya novels, I have been, and now understand why Norden started the war. They have a corrupt government with a bad economy, so they start the war to distract the people.
Oh, I have the novels. I just haven't read them. But good to know.
Viram Patry for $5. Thanks for the awesome stream tonight.
Thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Celluloid Dream for a 199 says, Jeremy, I'd smack you in Titanfall 2. You ain't nothing, bruh.
Who said that?
Celluloid Dreamer.
Try to send a bigger super chat if you want to get on my level, okay?
Ooh. All right.
I'll respond to 50 and up.
Here we go. Some members. Sevi became a new member. Thank you for joining.
You know I love you, Celluloid Dream. Just fucking with you. Hey, but seriously, you guys have to join our 199 clan. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. River Miles gifted 20 Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you, River. Forgotten for 4 months. 4 months in a row of being given memberships. Thank you, Hayden, I assume.
Hayden, Brock, Real Smile Bit. There was quite a few people dropping some.
You might even have to thank D-Day Cobra.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Jensen became a member. Thank you, Jensen. River Miles for 1 month says, Star what? Lies of P, baby. Yeah, Lies of P is getting good traction right now.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Wasick gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Wasick also gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Stephen. Jesus Davila gifted a membership. Dermy Wormy for 8 months. I've made it down to 276 pounds in just 4 months. I started at 360, going to look even better than Beardo. Hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Dermy. I mean, congratulations, but I mean... Hypnotic for 4 months. Melanie reads the Bible in public and calls me slurs in private. I wouldn't have it any other way.
It is true. He'll tweet and say, call me a slur. I'm like, hold on. This one's got to go to the DMs or I'm going to get banned. But I do. And he's like, thank you.
That's
Steve.
weird.
It is.
You're weird.
You're very weird.
You're
But
weird.
I'm
You're
here
weird.
for it. Weird.
Steve GT for 4 months is hail the G&G crew. Hail. Stephen Wasick gifted another membership. Thank you, Stephen. Stitch gifted 10 memberships. Johan Naxis gifted 5 memberships. Bill Prime Gaming for 5 months says hail. All hail classic Laura Croft. Love you guys and gals.
Yes.
Slade Lawton for 14 months. Jeremy, I would rather try to survive in a Valley Forge in 1776 in just a t-shirt and shorts than watch another second of Filoni, The Clone Wars, or Disney Star Wars.
So what he's telling you is he'd rather die because in that situation. A lot of people died in that situation.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Aiden Bergen for 3 months. Hey, Jeremy, there are some clips of Arudai acting like a Muppet. Are there?
Well, there's a new one now. Enjoy.
I can't wait to see those gifs, man. Of just a rude eye doing the Kermit Panic arms.
Seeker of the Moon for 5 months. Rudai, give us your best Kermit impression. Can't wait to see Jeremy on tabletop.
Hi ho, Kermit the Fed here.
That was actually pretty good.
That was
Oh,
pretty
thank you.
good.
I try.
Mr. Bubba Matt became a member. Thank you, Mr. Bubba. Slaglust for 6 months. Krista doesn't like the egg on a snail look confirmed. What?
What?
I don't like orange muntins.
Yeah. Sensei Sharkbait for 18 months says, Beardo, give me back my son! I'm looking for him, man. I'm looking. Wolf Mob for 5 months. Wolfbomb for 5 months says, just let it end and let's play Fortnite.
No Fortnite. It's gonna be Titanfall 2.
Hey,
Are
if
you
we're
playing?
playing anything, it's gonna be Titanfall.
Are you playing Rillo?
I mean,
I know it's late, but it's Titanfall 2.
It's Titanfall. I can't say no. I'm gonna hate myself in the morning.
Hell yeah!
But I don't care.
All right. Good.
Reticent Voice for 3 months. Consoles are the happy meal of gaming. PC is master race, baby.
Sure. As long as you have like $10,000 graphic card.
I mean, it's not that much. You don't need that much. For Titanfall, you can like play on like a potato. That's what makes it so great.
Yeah.
Streamlabs Enakmaman for $3 says, well, Melanie Matt coming in with a needler and destroying the moment is proof that the stretched anus joke is officially dead. It's okay. I always intended it to be a trilogy. The 50 and the 30 minutes creating the alt account were still worth it.
Hey, good shit, man. Yeah. Enoch, it was a good attempt and it's appreciated and respect. Yeah, Melanie brought in the needler and it was over.
What's hard to top?
Yeah.
Samurai Vader for 3 months over on Streamlabs says Beardo deep throats corn sideways. Also, Ripa, did you hear about Michael Jackson? He turned white.
Oh shit.
He
just don't care.
He knows now.
He's like, why am I even on this freaking show? I see you, Ripa.
Flayed Air Flanley for another 10. Everyone says Red Dead Redemption 2 is an amazing game, but I've never heard of how that story of Arthur and John are one of the best in game history. It also sucks that the OG creator of GTA and Red Dead got outed. I don't think he left. He voluntarily left. He voluntarily left. And I believe that's it. Right, Krista? That's it?
Yep.
Is
That's
that it?
We're caught up.
Is that it? All
Nice.
right.
You
Look
got
at
the locals
there.
one, yeah?
Wow.
Member message just came in.
A member message?
Yeah.
Dan C says Nami is my favorite in One Piece live action. Good character, but also I have a thing for pale redheads. Zoro is second. Mihawk is also super interesting.
I'm setting something up so you guys keep rambling or something. So.
Y'all get the locals one?
The 50, we got it.
I don't.
What time are you setting that up for, Jeremy?
10 minutes from now.
Okay. Okay, I'll change my time then because I set for 1.
We'll do 15 minutes from now. So
okay.
Let me set this up. Change. Well, why does that file not work? All right, there we go. Titanfall 2 stream is being created. Okay, there we go. Arudai, share your little trailer.
Awesome. I dropped the link in private chat. I don't know if my internet's gonna be the best to showcase it, but
Are you still
Krista,
doing your Kermit voice?
No Kermit voice in the trailer. No Kermit voice for the trailer.
That was pretty good. All right, I'll just set it for 1, Rolo. Just set it for 1. Just do 1.
Okay.
All right, that'll be good. All right, so if you can, so can somebody pull that up, that link, so we can share it, and we will talk about that. We'll talk about Jay, who left. I don't know why Jay left. I was going to tell Jay to plug his pirate channel, but Jay just left. I don't know why he would do that. Rhoda, give me a little bit of prep on what we're about to watch, and then I will play it.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be running Alien the RPG, which is kind of a heart-pounding sci-fi tabletop adventure that immerses people in the spine-chilling atmosphere of the iconic movie franchise. If you're familiar with it, it's meant to kind of replicate that cinematic sci-fi horror experience. And this is going to be Jeremy's first tabletop game. He is going to grace us on the Geeks and Gamers tabletop channel, and a few other faces you'll recognize as well. And this trailer is just it's a little throwback to the past while putting some Geeks and Gamers spin on it.
Here we go.
7.
Beep. 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 Beep.
Oh my god.
I just want to play Titanfall.
Amazing.
That's good stuff right there. Hell yeah. So there you go. Subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. All right. So good stuff. Indeed. Rolo, where can they find you?
You can find myself and my beautiful, lovely wife and co-host, Johanna, who's also going to be on that tabletop stream, as you saw there. On Locked and Loaded Latinos, I'm going to go live here on Titanfall as well.
There we
Here at
go.
1 o'clock.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Erudai. You've
Yeah,
already had too
absolutely.
much time, so have a good night. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Come check us out at Geeks Gamers Tabletop. As I said, we cover everything tabletop, from tabletop role-playing games like D&D and Pathfinder, or Savage Worlds. We also do card games such as Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, and we have videos on lore, strategies, reviews, and we also have live shows. We have 4 of them, so lots of opportunities to come see some tabletop stuff over there, and we look forward to seeing you over there.
Heck yeah, man. Good to have you on, brother. Appreciate all the hard work you do over there, man. You've done a great job, and it's been awesome to see. So, Fear the Beardo.
Yeah, man. Fear the Beardo on all social media platforms. They're all public, so go ahead and follow me there. I will also be streaming some Titanfall 2 with these gentlemen here in just a little bit, but I'll be streaming it over on my Kick channel exclusively. So follow Fear the Beardo on Kick. I'll be live later.
There we go. Melanie Mack.
All right, you guys can follow me on YouTube at Melanie Mac Go Boom for my nerdy commentary stuff, and then on my new channel at Bible Time with Melanie Mac if you want me to read the Bible to you.
There we go. It's good stuff. Congrats on the new channel, Melanie.
Thank you.
Stephanie.
You can follow me on Kick, My Nerdy Home, and then
She's
also
so tired.
subscribe.
She's so tired. You know what happens when she gets tired. So let's
that
not
won't
let her
happen this
talk. Let's
time.
not
Okay,
let her
I don't
talk
have
too
anything
long,
to read
okay?
this time. I don't have anything to read this time. But also subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Clips and Geeks and Gamers Life.
There we go. Thanks, Steph. Krista Nova. I don't know if she's here. So
Yeah. You can follow me everywhere except on OnlyFans. Krista Nova TV.
Well played. Well played.
Thanks, Krista. Drunk 3PO.
I'll be in Utah this weekend with Gina Carano at the FanX. Hope to see many people there. Also, you got 2 days left to get Achromatic Chronicles Blue on the second chance option.
There we go.
Pretty awesome stuff. You won't be able to get it again until we drop book 2. I'm waiting to hear from Rippa because I don't want to drop my book the same month he drops whatever $1 million project he's doing. Try to sneak it in between. So, but yeah, until next year. So that's it. I'll see
There we
y'all
go.
this week.
Yep. Yeah, man. Congrats on everything, man. And looking forward to seeing you in Utah. It's gonna be awesome. So,
Pretty cool.
that's awesome, man. Young Rippa.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be grinding, getting ready for Alpha Core with Chuck Dixon next month. Hopefully, we'll get that launched next month. For studio stuff we're working on, and this week we'll be announcing the fan art contest winners. I know people are excited about that. But yeah, Riververse.com. If you haven't got in on ISO 1 or 2, you can still go buy both of those and some merchandise items. So go check that out.
Hell yeah. And yeah, we're gonna go live here in about 15 minutes. And so
We
I'll
have a
drop
couple
this
of super
link.
chats before
Do
we
we?
close
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay. Let me drop this link right here. That's Titanfall 2 stream. Let's see. Beardo, you want to get those real quick?
It's under Streamlabs.
Under Streamlabs? Okay. Let's see.
There we go.
All right. Hayden for $10. Got the last bit of my multi-order from Rippaverse, my graded cover D. Thank you for creating the
nice.
Rippaverse, Eric. I've got everything so far.
Hell yeah. So yeah, that's another thing. All those are going out. They have actually already been sent. So you should be, if you have it, he must have been like local to us because holy shit, you got that fast because those just got sent. So yeah, all the cover D, graded cover D is the final thing that was left from the first campaign. CGC sent those and we got them out the door on the same day. So if you haven't got those, they'll be at your doorstep very soon.
Nice.
Flater Flamley for another 199 says that means Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be crap. Yeah, there's a possibility. It's still going to sell really well, though. Old Renaissance Nerd for $5. Most times I have to watch streams afterwards, so it's nice when I can watch one live. Thank you all for being here. Needed some laughs tonight, and you never disappoint. 199.
Hey, thanks. I thought we had a pretty damn good stream tonight, and I was happy to focused a lot of gaming stuff. We got some theme park news in there. I thought it was a really damn good stream, so I was really happy with it. So glad you guys enjoyed it.
The Jolly Roger for 10 months says, any thoughts on convincing a murderer? A politics aside, episode 1 has 3 million views on YouTube. 4 episodes out so far on the Daily Wire. I'm enjoying it.
Is that Candace Owens' show? I think it is.
Convicting
She was on Patrick Bet David's show, and actually,
Mm-hmm.
she did a great job. I think.
Yeah.
Normally, she's like a little bit on the fence for me. Like, I don't know about Candace. Sometimes I feel like she's grifting, but
Yeah,
she did good on that
she's
show.
good. She's good.
Yeah.
That it, Beardo?
That's it.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you in about 15 minutes. That link is in the pinned post. If you want to see one of the greatest games ever made, we'll be playing it on our respective channels. Again, don't forget, we got Daily tomorrow. We got Battlefront tomorrow, which might be the last Wednesday for Battlefront. Might be moving it to a different game. We'll see. But anyway, I'll let you guys know. But thanks to the whole panel. Thanks to the chat for being amazing. Thank you for the support as always. We'll see you in about 15 minutes over there. Have a good night, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.